The Heroes of Greyhawk is a game played by adults and recorded for an adult audience. Sometimes we use adult language and explore adult topics. Consider yourself warned.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Superior Adventurers Guild. My name is Dave, your humble dungeon master and host for another game session of our Heroes of Greyhawk campaign, which is in its 17th, I think, 16th episode. That's crazy. We've played this 17 times, 16 times if you include our session 0. We've been having a blast with it. We love D&D. We love playing TTRPGs. We play all different kinds of games here at Guild Superior. If you saw, we just posted a Discord link. Come on over, join us, talk about games, get in on some of the games. Hello, Cardman, welcome. We are very supportive of the gaming community, and we want to connect with you. We also want to just let WotC know, like, hey, guys, cool the bullshit, and let's continue to support the third-party creators that have really grown this community to what it is. We have a friend of ours who creates third-party content and is a supporter of the stream as a sponsor. We get to give away awesome content every week because they support us, we support them, and we're building a community together. So join us in telling WotC that, hey, we're not into your shenanigans. I'm going to put a link in the chat here to the opendnd.games where you can go and sign a petition to let them know just that you're not happy with sort of the open gaming license shenanigans that they've been pulling. So I won't dwell on it too much, but suffice to say, we stand with our third-party creators and our indie game creators. So that being said, let's jump over and introduce this awesome group of players that I have the honor and luck to play with every single week. Hi, guys. How's it going? Welcome back.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome in. Do us a favor. Let's go around as we do and introduce ourselves. Tell us who you're playing. Let's go ahead and start with Ashley tonight.
Hey, everybody. I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse 99 on Twitter, and I am playing for you tonight Xanthi, the golden-eyed girl who does magic, and she's kind of innocent, but she's kind of shady. What's up with that? All right. Maybe we'll find out.
There's like this Xanthi balance thing that's going on, and sometimes it's like... thanks, Ashley. Great to have you back. Ashley and I will... we're not playing Nhyre tomorrow. I forgot about that. We're taking a break from Nhyre this week. I was going to just announce that we're playing Nhyre, and we're going to come back on the 8th to finish that up. Let's jump over to Andy.
Am I muted?
No.
No.
I'm not.
I don't think so.
Not nearly enough.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on the internets. Tonight I will be playing Desmond Adelar, my personal favorite second level human rogue. He's got boots of elven kind. He's sneaky.
Whoa.
He's got sleight of hand.
My boots. They're my boots.
And he's
Sweet
super scared
crossbow.
of this giant snake that we just found. Not to mention sweet crossbow, pump action.
It's all about the weapons.
Remind me, where did you get the sweet crossbow? Because you upgraded. Was that Nevitz? Did Nevitz
Yeah, I
give
sold
that
my
to you?
bow. I sold my bow at the country store.
Mercantile.
Yeah, I can't
Before they
remember
decided
the
they hated
place.
us.
At
Yeah,
the
before-
Bartle and James country store.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Bartles and James. It's good stuff.
So yeah, it's just a light crossbow, but it's got pump action for flavor.
Nice. Awesome. Let's jump over to Kirk. You all right?
Kirk. Yeah, no, I was doing a
Is that a
warm-up,
hairball?
you know. It's an old one. Yeah, I'm playing Norb Nhyre, the only second level barbarian in this group.
What? How can that be?
I know.
Yep.
It's so weird.
He's
that
also
worked
a
out.
scholar, a reader, a writer, an arithmetician, a physicist, a cabinet maker. Occasionally, he will help people repair their carts or doors or boats or or you know, stitch a seam on their jacket.
Or give him a hug.
Or he'll punch something to death in a rage and fueled fury.
You really need to spell mending so you could do all of that with just one flick of the.
Ooh, very fancy. Great
That
to
is
have
an
you back,
excellent idea.
Kirk. I'm excited to see what Norb can do tonight with that sweet great sword that he got from Rufus. Damn. Let's jump over to, last but not least, the man himself, Christian, the bleak season.
Straight from Canada. Hey,
Oof.
from the bleak season on Twitters. Here tonight, playing my 7th level cleric. Did I say 7th level? Sorry, the others were not supposed to know. Lachlan Feldspar, dwarven storm cleric extraordinaire. He likes to keep things electrifying, and he's thankfully mostly immune to snake poison. I don't know why that came to mind, but that's just a random factoid that could be useful. And I wanted to say how nice your background looks now, Kirk. Now that you kind of spruced up your little den there, it looks very nice.
Oh, hey, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Finished painting and unpacking.
Nice.
Wow.
That's cool, man. It's a hell of a job.
I like that color.
This is the only room I picked the color.
Ooh,
It really
nice.
makes your teeth stand out.
Looks good. Look at that ceiling. Too much ceiling.
Too much.
Too much ceiling. All right. Thank you, Bleak. Everybody knows me. I'm Dave. Come over and say hi to me on Twitter. We are going to dive into this game. Before we do that, though, I want to loop back to our sponsor, because we have a sponsor here, and the good people at CZ RPG have been hanging out with us for a long time. And tonight, my friends, we are giving away a copy of Ashley's favorite CZ RPG module, the Cloud Caves. Now, this is the one, if people remember, we did a play test of this, I don't know, 6 months ago. And Tithalanos and Death OKGH and myself and Ashley and the old goat, I believe, played in that one. And they all jumped off one of the cloud islands and fell to what we think was their death. I guess we'll have to find out if we ever come back and play that again. They'll be playing NPC Pancakes, which will be kind of interesting.
We all held hands and jumped off the cliff together.
That's right. That was
And
my fondest moment.
We thought we'd make it. We did not make it.
No, you sure didn't. You did not. Let me, Cardman, I see you anxious and excited to get in on this action. Hold on one second.
Carmen, Heroes of Greyhawk is really Cardman's weekly shopping run.
I know. All right, Cardman, give it another try. Give us the exclamation mark drawing. Cardman's going to show you how to do this, and you'll be entered to win. I also encourage the players, if you guys want to get in on this action, enter to win. You're just as you have just as good of a you don't have a good chance when Cardman's around. Let's be honest.
No, let's be honest.
No, yeah.
I won Novard the other day. I'm pretty set.
That's pretty sweet. Nevertheless, big shout out to CZRPG. They're awesome. They have a Patreon, which I encourage you to go check out. Every week they send their patrons adventures, maps, all kinds of great stuff. The Cloud Caves is really, really sweet. We had a blast playing it. This is a 17-page PDF with a whole amazing set of lore for this location, detailed encounters, stat blocks, custom artwork, and battle maps galore, because they do battle maps like nobody else. Go check it out.
Just remember, it's higher up than you think.
It is. It's way higher. So high. All right. Thank you, CZRPG. Let's see. We got some other things to thank. Oh, yeah. I want to thank Tabletop Audio for making some rad music that we use in this game and on a bunch of our other games. We really appreciate their stuff. We use a lot of Cryo Chambers music, too, so I'll put their link in the chat. Big shout out to Anna Nhyre for creating the Greyhawk map that has inspired me to continue to do Greyhawk content. Really, really appreciate that. And to Trixie Wizard, the folks who created our awesome Heroes of Greyhawk logo, which is right up there. You can see it right above us. Thanks to them, they are taking commissions and they're just a joy to work with. Thanks to all of our friends over at the Guild Superior Discord. I'll put that link in again. Come on over and join us. Great group of people, including our moderators and our production team, which is Miko, who I see in the chat. Good to see you, Miko, the OKS GM, along with Andy, Ashley, Bleak, and myself. We're the ones that put on the games and bring people together to play. So thanks to everybody who's helping to contribute to that effort. Okay. I think I got it.
Man, you're getting old if you're out of breath from now.
I'm out of breath. I am getting old every day.
Need
A
some
little bit
cardio.
older. A little bit older every day. All right, my friends, let's dive into a recap of what happened last week. In our last session, our heroes were reunited in the darkness after Lachlan had split from the others to deal with the Knoll scouting party. The four of you then pushed forward through the night, making camp in relative safety, concealed from the high road, but with enough view to watch for traffic passing, Knoll, bandit, whatever it might be. In the night, you watched as a faint glow of torchlight on the road approached. Desmond crept forward to investigate. From a concealed position, Des watched as a small party of Knolls handed over a pair of what looked to be prisoners to a bandit gang in exchange for coin. The Knolls disappeared in the darkness to the west, and the bandits, with their torchlight glowing, fading off to the north. The party sprang into action to intercept the bandits, but lost them in the darkness. You then decided, which I think was a good one, to rest. That rest was in your best interest, and you made camp in a small copse of trees, forgoing a fire to enhance your concealment. The next morning, you woke to a dense fog hanging low over the moorland. Breaking camp, you followed a roadway to the west, looking for a path to the Moathouse ruins. You have the map that has been guiding you along your way. You knew it was to the west, and eventually you discovered, Norb, that there was a narrow game trail that headed off in that direction, and you all followed Norb into the marsh. Eventually, you came across the dilapidated ruins of the old Moathouse. Expecting perhaps to find an active outpost, you discovered a quiet structure, all but collapsed into the surrounding marshlands. With hopes of infiltrating the keep, you approached the moat surrounding it. Xanthi and Norb stumbling into the water, triggering an attack from giant frogs that emerged from their hiding spots in hopes of a quick meal. Didn't quite turn out the way they thought. The frogs swarmed in and grappled Norb and Lachlan and Xanthi. They were doing really well, these frogs. But our heroes came in and fought them off, taking a few licks from the frogs, but dicing them up and burning them to froggy crisps. Voices alerted you to activity, guards perhaps coming from the west. So you made a quick decision and you hooked a grappling hook over the wall, scaling up. Although it wasn't an easy climb for everybody because Desmond fell off the wall, landing outside with the guards coming around the corner. He rolled, I think, a natural 20, if I remember correctly, and hit himself like a ghost. And they kind of had a little bit, these guards had a little bit of an argument and then finally walked away with Desmond just hiding and then finally climbing up over the wall with the help of his friends who were holding onto the rope on the other side, landing, as it were, Des, in a pool of fetid water. You breathe a sigh of relief. You're reunited with all your friends. And then you watched as a giant poisonous snake rose up from the water and poised itself for the attack. My friends, I would like you all to roll initiative.
Hell of a way to.
I don't like how the music just got all creepy all of a sudden.
You know how we do. Let me get a mic up.
I love it when the battle music slaps.
Give me 1 second while I pull up the map for us. Ooh.
Give me a map. Give me the map. I am supposed to be rolling. What did you call it? Initiative.
Yes.
Whoa. Baby, come back.
Well, that's odd. My map
Having
is.
BTT issues?
Yeah, my map's not there.
Well, that's not good. Do you want me to put up one of my maps?
No. No.
Yeah,
I'm
just reload.
I'm gonna find my map.
I see someone's pointer.
Oh, okay. Duh. Here we go. Can you guys still hear the music, my players?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. We have a map.
We have a snake.
We have a snake and we have a map, my friends. Let's get into some combat. 25 to 20. Huh? 15 to 20.
I got 17.
Okay.
I got 16.
16 for Desmond. 10 to 15.
11.
11 for Norb. And Lachlan, what did you get, buddy?
That's 6, man.
A 6 for Lachlan.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what the
That's,
snake gets. Oh, boy.
Not good.
All right, Xanthi, you're going to be first in the order with Des on deck. You watch as Desmond lands, and you kind of like breathe a sigh of relief. You look at Des, and then all of a sudden you see this snake kind of rising up behind him, he and Norb, as they're kind of looking in your direction, maybe not seeing the snake. What do you do?
You just see her
She screams.
kind of make a
Wait.
squeaky, scared noise.
Let me ask you a question, Xanthi. How loud is this noise that you make right now?
Not a scream, like a panicked,
Like a
like
gasp?
something horrible is right behind Des noise.
Okay. All right. All right. Just making sure.
And oh gosh. You know, I am going to disengage to move away, because I can't fire a spell that close. So I will try to take.
Pull me off the
Desmond, where
screen.
did you
did I?
go?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I
Sorry,
got
I've
me.
got a-
I got me.
Okay, I got a touch screen. I have to.
No, all right.
Oh, no, really?
I accidentally moved
one of
the
my
screen
monitors is
earlier.
a touch screen.
Oh, that's pretty fancy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move back 5 feet,
Okay.
and then I will point and go snake.
As you move back, you kind of look in the direction behind you as you're stepping back, and you can see that there is a door or a walkway, let's say, right. Well, that was hard to get out. Right here, there's a walkway. The walls extend to about here, and then these are all walls here. But there is a hallway that goes to the north. It is dark. There's a little bit of shafts of some light coming down, but other than that, it's dark. But of course, your immediate threat is here. That brings us to Desmond. Xanthi's
Okay.
eyes go wide. She lets out a small squeak and starts walking backwards. She says the word, it's unmistakable, snake. And you kind of turn as you hear some splashing, and there's this giant snake reeling behind you.
All right. Des is also going to eek a little bit. And bonus action, disengage. Move to here. And I'm gonna ready an attack. And if the snake tries to attack one of my friends, it'll trigger the attack.
Okay. So, all right, that's great. It
With
is
the
the snake.
crossbow.
It's the
Sorry.
snake's turn, so you better go ahead and take that shot because it's going to attack. It's going to attack Norb.
All right, son of a bitch.
Take the shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll hit. Let's see, 12 plus 18 to hit.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's 1d8 plus sneak attack.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, not bad. 13 piercing.
Wow. Where do you hit it? Just give me a little flavor because this is a great shot.
It'll be like rearing up, and I'll just like put it like right under its jaw, like right into its neck area.
Don't
Nice.
hit
the
the
snake,
body.
that's-
We want to save that for purses and belts.
And belts and boots.
On a snake, that's like its whole area. It's like
You got
one
it.
big-
So your bolt comes flying across just above Norb's head. Norb's a
Yeah.
big guy.
It's right
Goes
over
flying
your
right
ear.
past Norb's head, right into the snake. The snake kind of recoils for a minute, but is going to come in for an attack on Norb.
Get out of here.
And I'm going to roll with advantage because I have them. That is a 17 to hit Norb.
Yep.
Okay. Give me a con save, please, as I roll up some damage. So 3 piercing damage from the bite. And then this con save is for poison.
I got a 21 on the con save.
Yeah, you are fine. You are going to take half of what I roll here instead of full poison damage. You're going to take 3 poison damage. So that was a total of how much damage?
6 total.
6 total, okay. All right, that brings us to your turn, Norb.
All right, I'm gonna be like, whoa, feel shake off the poison that I know is in this thing. Pull the greatsword out, ponder for a second, what can you make with snake? And then I'm gonna try and lop its head off.
Okay, so yeah, you draw the moon touch sword and it gives off the glow of bright light in this sort of shadowed area here. You can see the glint of it in the eye of the snake as you take a swing.
Snake is on the climb. Moving up the go.
Norb, what'd you get?
Or I'm gonna roll it in the VTT actually.
Okay.
Are you going to be reckless?
Yes, I am.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, roll it with advantage. And do it quick so we don't have to listen to Lachlan singing.
Union.
25 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. Give me some damage, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like the Kool-Aid man busting through the wall. Oh yeah.
12 damage.
Ooh, yeah, this thing is not dead, but it is damn close. As you hack, you take a swing, and the sword cuts through like the widest part of the creature's torso. And as it does, the sword kind of like sticks into it, doesn't go all the way through, but goes through some like over halfway. You can see like probably parts of its former meal starts dripping out onto the floor and falling into the water at your feet, just in big chunks, like.
Ew.
That brings us to Lachlan.
Right. I'm going to step on over here, get my friends, and then I'm going to ask it a question.
Okay.
Not so bad. That will be 22.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. That's what we like to hear.
It's good stuff.
Stepping in with the hammer. 5 plus 4, 9 damage.
Yeah, you take a swing and you cut right into it. It had 1 hit point left after Norb's brutal attack, and
So I
it
just
drops
finished
back into the
the
water.
head.
Yep,
head
you
goes.
cut the head right off. And for the moment, it goes quiet, other than the splash of the head falling into the water. You guys look about at yourselves, at the room. This room is in shambles. There's debris everywhere in this room. Xanthi, at your feet, there's an old waterlogged rug that seems to be partially eroded and degraded. There's broken furniture. Desmond, you're kind of standing like behind a bunch of broken chairs.
No one move. No one make a sound. Let's just let things settle here for a second.
Do you think that the bandits called this the snake room?
Yeah, I bet they don't come in here too often.
Only when you get peckish and you need a little snake.
What do we do?
Well, I know there's
Let's see if
definitely
there's
guards
anyone
here.
coming. I want to hear and listen if there's people coming, because, you know, if the guards came around or whatnot. So that's like on the north side there. You were saying that's what, like a door kind of thing? What's
Yep,
going on
there's a door and there's a hallway that goes north. It's mainly dark up that hallway area, aside from the fact that there is shafts of light that are beaming through from the broken rafters and ceiling that was once there. So there's some illumination, but it's kind of like in scattered shafts of light.
If I move over here and peer down with my dark vision, do I get a kind of a sense of the layout at least, or see a little bit down into it?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me give you a little something. You can see that there is this corridor. There are doors on either side of the corridor, and beyond what's revealed right now on the map screen, it opens up into a broader, bigger room that also sort of benefits from these random shafts of light coming down through the broken ceiling.
I don't think they come around here very often, so we could probably, if we're quiet, kind of hide out in the corners. Take a breather before moving on. What do y'all think?
I could probably, yeah, we could do that if you want.
I mean, I don't think we should stay here for like an hour or anything.
No, but we could probably.
I mean,
I don't think there's anyone coming.
We don't know what happened to those guards. So.
Well, it's not too bad waiting here, because, in fact, even if they're coming, because at least that way we only have this little doorway to defend, and we have an exit by the other door if we buy the whole. I don't know. I think we can probably take the risk of staying here a few minutes and taking a breather.
As you say that, those words, I assume you guys are whispering to each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everybody give me a stealth check. This is going to be a group stealth check as you guys are having this conversation. You do, because of your passive perceptions, hear footsteps from down the corridor to the north. Footsteps, the sound of boots clopping across the flagstone floor of the structure. Xanthi, there's a pretty substantial cobweb or spider's web next to you in that corner.
Sorry, I moved.
And yep, got as far away from it as possible. But yeah, there's just scattered debris all over. And Norb, you're still standing over in the water, which is fine. But that water is probably for you maybe like close to almost knee deep.
Okay. I was going to say, whatever the snake ate recently, can I just pick it up and hold it up and like look back at everyone? Like,
yeah, totally could.
Probably one of those toads.
Yeah, does it look like anything?
Roll a nature check. Let's see if you can tell what it is. Basically, what's left of it is what this roll is for. What'd you guys roll for stealth?
10. And I got a 14 on stealth.
22 on stealth.
Okay.
13.
6. That's disgusting, Norb.
You're like, ooh, and then all of a sudden you hear a voice. I think I heard something. I told you there was someone there. Norb, you hold this thing up. What'd you roll for nature?
I got a 10.
You hold it up, and it's this long tail, a hairless, leathery, bumpy tail that's probably the size of like a 1/4-inch dowel. And it ends in a patch of wet, green-stained fur. And you just kind of dangle it up, and you're not sure what it is.
Ugh. Then I'll like pretend I'm wearing it for a second, and then just kind of drop it back in the water.
Splash. I heard something.
Behind me. Des, swap places with me. Get behind me.
So we're going to go to Theater of the Mind here a bit. So don't worry too much about the map at this point. But you hear you hear the voice of guards. You hear the footsteps that appear to be coming down the corridor towards you. They get louder, a little bit louder. They seem like they stop. Hello? Hello? Fuck. I don't want to go down there. There's a goddamn snake. Just show up and check it out. Fuck. You hear someone cursing and sort of like pouting in the hallway, basically.
Can I imitate a frog?
You could certainly try. You guys do have some abilities and some tools at your disposal to pull some hijinks here. All right, you're gonna do an impersonation?
Yes. I am.
No, just to be clear, you're not doing a ghost impersonation, are you?
No. Yeah, that didn't work so good.
All right.
But as we just recently fought some frogs, I would like to try to make a frog noise.
I will give you guidance.
So you're using performance or deception?
Performance.
Like those
Okay.
big frogs?
Oh, actually, I would happily use deception.
I mean, I would say you could probably use either of them in this scenario. So I'll leave it to you to choose kind of the flavor. Do you want to try to be more accurate about the impersonation, or do you want to be I guess let me ask you this. What's the intention?
I want them to think that there's a frog down here that made the noise. Not that there's are people.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So either one of those will work. That's fine.
And you have guidance, so you can add a D4.
Okay.
Hello.
16.
16. All right. What's this guy's? Passive insight on this guy.
It's not bad.
It's just those damn frogs. You go check it out, I said. Fuck. Goddamn frogs. Snakes and frogs, this fucking place. God damn it. You hear
Does it sound like he's getting any closer?
Yeah, he starts walking now and he's getting closer, about 15 feet away.
At that point, I'll cast Minor Illusion and have like just a giant snake head slither out, in front of the door. So it's not like the whole snake, because I can only do a 5-foot cube-ish area. So I'll just do the head like it's slithering out from behind the corner.
I love it. All right. Give me a... I would say Arcana or Deception.
Have yourself a guidance.
I'm going to burn an advantage for this too.
Nice. Here we go. Damn, goddamn snake. You can hear a sword being drawn. You can hear just that glint of the sword coming out of a scabbard.
I got a 21 Arcana.
Oh shit. All right. So you craft this illusion of the snake, which you just killed, and you have a pretty good impression of what it looks like in your mind's eye, and you kind of dangle it out the side of the wall.
More like it slithers out along the floor.
Okay. And kind of peeks out at him.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, oh shit. Okay. And you hear him like backpedaling, and then you can hear that he falls down, like his sword clangs on the flagstone. King, king, king. Fuck. What's going on back there? He grabs his stuff and he puts the sword back in. It was nothing. All clear. All clear. You just hear him heavy breathing as he walks back down the hallway, and you lose the auditory location of his footfalls as he disappears into the northern chambers. What do you do?
Nice one, Norb.
That was close. We need to be really quiet.
Speaking of which, can I borrow your boots?
I don't know. Why don't we check and see if these doors are open?
You don't want me to borrow your boots? Okay.
Des is going to change
Do you
the
still
top
have your armor
subject.
on?
Yeah.
Well, didn't we figure out that it would only negate your disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which would be better than...
which would be
Which
better.
would be
than-
good.
Yeah.
Which would be very good.
I mean, I'll
Alright.
take off my armor, but, you know.
Yeah, keep it on. Okay, I'll give you the boots, but it'll take a little while to change, right?
Swap
Yeah,
boots.
yeah. I mean, you take a couple minutes to swap boots around. I mean, if you guys want to look around, you can check out this room while that's happening. You don't have to look around. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You guys should look around.
Yeah,
Xanthi, you're
Xanthi will
curious.
look around.
I wanted to look
sure.
around,
Well,
but now I got to change my boots.
I mean, if they're just swapping shoes in the far side, yeah, Xanthi will look around at the spider webs and the, moldy flooring and
Yeah.
that
Give me
stuff.
an investigation check as you kind of poke around a little bit. Norb, if you want to look around as well, you can do that while the other two are switching out footwear.
100,000 rogues in this game, and I gotta find the only one with feet smaller than mine.
I rolled a 10.
Luckily, the magic of the elves is such that they will fit your huge dwarven feet.
That's right.
What was that, Xanthi, a 12?
10.
A 10? Norb?
I got a 14.
Ooh, very nice. So, Xanthi, you poke around and you find just scattered debris of no value, some torn clothing. There are some in that spider webby area. There are some skeletons of small rodents that are kind of like bound in the webbing. There's a broken table. I don't know if Xanthi would know this, but the furniture that you take a look at is finely crafted, even though it's completely demolished, and it's rotten and it's waterlogged, but it's finely crafted stuff. At one point, it was probably pretty damn expensive. Norb, as you're looking about, waiting for waiting for your friends to, I'm gonna grab you here. You're over here looking about, and you find what appears to be a dirty dagger with a bejeweled hilt that looks,
weird.
as you sort of like shake and wipe some of the dirt and grime off of it, it looks to be quite nice.
Oh,
You look further into this pile of debris and you see a skeletal hand that perhaps was once clutching this dagger. And there's a small pouch laying amongst the debris as well. You grab the pouch and look inside, and there is a healing potion. A common healing potion that
sweet.
this unfortunate individual never had a chance to use.
Do I know it's a healing potion?
Yeah, you've seen healing potions by now.
Okay,
You've
okay.
used a couple of them. Yep. It actually says potion of healing right on it.
Oh wow, this guy was.
Yep. He had a label maker.
Yeah, no
Mhm.
kidding.
He was very organized.
The
I always
Staples
appreciate
lady.
when the dead people have label makers.
I'll hold
All
up
right.
the dagger after when we all get back together. I'll be like holding it by the blade in front of me, like, look at this.
You
Nice.
find a dagger?
Yep, it's pretty shiny.
That looks pretty nice.
The craftsmanship is phenomenal. It's really well weighted.
Des, roll me an investigation check. As you're putting your boots on, you kind of glance over at the dagger that Norb's holding out for people to take a look at.
Not great. 8.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty nice dagger. You don't know how nice, but it looks pretty nice. And again, you guys are all being very quiet, I'm assuming, at this point, based on
Yeah.
what happened recently. Yeah. Okay.
We should
Okay. So you have a dagger.
check some of these doors in the hallway here. What do you think? Should we move on?
Okay, but I'm not very sneaky. I mean, I'm not sneaky, but I'm not sneaky like you are, guys.
Well, we're not going to leave any doors closed behind us because that's a recipe for disaster. So, yeah, might as well check them, I guess.
Using my telekinetic powers, I'm going to try to shove this door to the right open, see if it pushes open.
You want to go listen first?
Just real gently.
You're going to gently shove that door open?
Well, I guess see if it's locked.
Sure. Yeah, you push on the door using your telekinetic powers, and the door doesn't, just a gentle push doesn't open the door. It looks as though you're not sure if it's locked or just closed tightly.
All right. It might take a little work getting these doors open. Do we want to go out in that hallway yet, or were we going to try to rest?
Well, yeah, I guess it's up to you all if you want to try and get a rest. I don't think we can spend hours here, but
No, I was thinking short rest.
I mean, we could probably spend days here. That guy was terrified of that snake.
Des could probably keep moving on, but I'm not as injured as some others here. And
yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Well, let's try to take a short rest.
yeah, we might not get another chance.
Yeah,
And
we're
then
here.
if people come down here, then we start fighting.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
You guys are going to attempt a short rest, it sounds like.
that's right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Everybody give me a D12 roll, including me. Actually, whoever, you guys all give me a D12, the four of you, please. And then let's get, whoever wants to give us a D12 from the chat, just type !D12. I think that's how it works. Des, what'd you get?
An 11.
Okay. Lachlan?
9.
Norb?
I got a 2.
Xanthi?
2.
And Dungeon Mr. Ty? Did it work? Try again, Ty.
Try again, try. I went on.
An 8. Okay. You guys are probably about as silent as you can be. The hour goes by. You are on high alert the whole time, but you do succeed in a short rest. So if you want to use any of your hit dice to regain hit points, now would be the time to do that. Nice job, you guys.
I'm going to use a hit die.
I
All
am
right.
as well.
Let us know what you get.
I rolled a 3 plus 3 for my con, so it's I healed 6.
So you're back to full.
Yeah, I'm back to full.
Okay.
Yeah, max 8 plus 4.
So 12 for Lachlan. So you're back to full as well. Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 6. So yeah.
You're back to full. And Norb, are you going to take any?
Nice.
I'm going to take 2.
Okay.
That was time well spent.
I got 21 back.
Whoa. All right. So you're at full as well. Nice job, you guys. That was clutch.
Yeah, that was a
It
good idea, I
was.
think.
Those were a lot of opportunities to get interrupted too. So it's good that did not happen.
Nice. All
All
right.
right. So you guys have spent an hour resting. You hear occasionally through that hour the footsteps of what you can only imagine are sentries up ahead. But you are unmolested in your resting.
Which is how
Right.
I like my rest to be.
I mean, to each their own, right?
Yeah.
Hey, RenReb239, thanks for the follow. Great to see you back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
So my my feeling right now is perhaps Des links down a little bit further down the corridor, checks out a little further down so we get an idea of what's down there. And then we'll come back here and we'll start working these doors. And then maybe what we can do is we'll take a look at how these doors are set up, and maybe we can, depending on what type of handles they have, maybe we can like tie or somehow block two of them while we open the other one to make sure that if there's someone in one of those rooms or something, although I'm pretty sure they would have come out with all the kerfuffle that's been here, but yeah, my suggestion would be that Des takes a quick little jaunt down the corridor just to take a look at what's up a little bit further ahead.
Des, do you want to go look and see what's down there?
There's a dude.
Sure, there. I'll check it out. Can I peek around the hallway, see? Do I get the impression that the guards are walking like right here? Like, are they occasionally crossing this hallway?
If you want to watch and kind of like and watch to see what happens, yeah, you do. Maybe during your short rest, you kind of had an eye down the hallway, but yeah, every once in a while you see someone walk past as if they're sort of like just making the rounds.
Okay. All right. So I will go around. Which door should we try?
What are the handles like?
From what you can see where you are at the corner there, Lachlan, you really don't see much of a handle. It just looks like there's like a static handle, like probably some sort of a cast iron maybe that you just push and, pull the door. There's no like knobs or latches or anything fancy. At least you can't tell.
And when you pushed that door open earlier,
it didn't budge.
It didn't budge.
Yep.
So maybe it's a pull rather than a push.
Well, I know that this one to the right is right next to the wall. So I doubt it's another hallway. Maybe it's some kind of storage room or something.
All right.
Should we check it out?
Yeah, let's start with that one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up shop just here so that if someone were to come out of one of these rooms, I'll kind of be ready to just jump them.
All right. Okay. So just being sure to listen for footsteps or anything like that.
We could time the guard also.
I'm already out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening for footsteps, and I'm going to pick this lock.
We will have waited till the guy has come by. So and then.
Sure, that makes sense. Roll a stealth check, Des.
Man, not sure she had those boots.
Yep, I do.
I'll give you I
roll 2s and 3s often.
I'll give you
okay, that's better.
Guidance.
20 plus guidance.
Yeah.
Which is 21.
All right, you seem pretty stealthy, very quiet as you approach the door. You look at the door there's no keyhole to pick. You can just reach up and try the door if you want.
Yeah, I'll try the door.
You push on it, and at first it's kind of like, and you look at the door itself, and it's a little bit crooked in the door jamb. You get the sense that it might be sort of like jammed in there. So you kind of give it a little bit more push, and eventually it's like, and it just kind of.
Does it swing open?
You stop as it squeaks. The hinges squeak.
Okay.
You're like, do you stand in the hallway or do you get out of sight? What do you do? Do you dive into the room?
Yeah, did I make like what I consider a significant amount of noise doing that?
I mean, you made noise. It wasn't insignificant. Yeah. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Yeah. I'll pull back and kind of listen at the corner.
All right, put your token where you want to be. All right. You heart pounding, you get back and you hide behind the corner, you kind of bumping into Xanthi. Mm-hmm. You hear someone's kind of walking across the stone the flagstone flooring, but it doesn't seem like they're in a hurry. They walk past again the sentry as they've been doing for the last, couple of times that you've seen them, and they walk back and walk away.
I have to take that guy out at some point if we want to.
Lachlan, you can see a little bit into the room. The door opened inwards. And so it's probably sort of like that in terms of like the door itself. So you can see that there is, it's dark inside this room and there's debris. You can see some debris inside of it as well, right here.
Okay. Well, if there was anyone in that room or something, they would have come out swinging. So we can forget about it for now. We can clear the other 2 doors. And then once we know if there's nothing, then we can take some time rummaging through them if we feel like it. But this one here, I guess I'm just around the corner from it. You want to...
Yeah, I'll sneak up to the next one. This one right in front of Lachlan.
I have soap. Do you think that if we smeared the hinges, it might cut down on the noise?
It might help.
Perhaps. Does this one look as damaged as the last one, Dave?
It does.
Okay.
I have some ink.
Oh yeah, that would work nice.
Would ink be oily?
Yeah, so well, it'll at least lubricate it.
Well, I mean,
It'll-
I have ale.
I have a flask of oil.
Oh well.
Oh.
Why
well,
didn't you
then-
lead with that?
That would be way better.
What if I want to save it though?
You're only going to need a few
Um,
drops.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need
we're
that.
talking a few drops. Yeah.
Would I have to? There's 3 doors and 1 flask.
What I wouldn't
Oh.
give for a wheelbarrow.
2 drops of each.
All right. I'll put a few drops of oil on the hinges of this door and try this one.
Okay. All right. You push on the door and it's not stuck. It opens. Give me
A death save.
give me just a D20. This is going to be sort of actually give me an intelligence check. There we go. Give me intelligence.
I'm going to give you
Oh my god.
I'm going to give you guidance.
Do I have to use that roll I just rolled? What
Yes.
was this? Investigation? No, just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 1.
Oh shit. Okay.
With guidance, that's 2.
Okay. There is even with the oil, one of the hinges, you maybe just didn't get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll something here. What do you do? You're standing in the hallway again.
All right, I'll turn around and head back to the others.
Okay, that door opens
Mhm.
ever so slightly. Similar to the other one, it opens inward, like about that. Go ahead and move your token back to where you're at so we can get a visual on where you're going to hide out.
To this side.
Okay. You don't hear footsteps. I'm rolling really low on their checks to hear you guys. Luckily, so far, so they don't hear you. You don't feel any sense of being detected yet.
Well, you know, when you don't want to hear a snake at the end of the hallway, you don't
Yeah,
hear
it's just
the
like
snake.
I'm pretending there's nothing down that hall.
Yeah. That snake can
Um,
open up all the doors at once.
That snake and play the tambourine.
I think there was a bed in there. I couldn't quite make it out.
We just had a short rest.
I wonder if there's any more of those Julie knives in there.
Well, let's clear the other door first to make sure that we're not going to get a surprise while we're like rummaging, and then
All right, I'll go for the 3rd door.
oil it better this time.
All right, give me an intelligence check for the oiling.
I'll give you
If you have
guidance.
advantages, you can
Lube
use
check.
advantage.
Lube check. Mr. Lube.
I did much better that time. I got guidance again. 21.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, there's no creak whatsoever. And let's see, make sure the door isn't jammed. No, the door is not jammed. It swings inward, opening up
6
without a
guards,
squeak.
pretty much.
And it is again a dark room. You've got the door partially open. You can see some broken furniture inside of it from your angle.
What's here? What's over here? That's why you're there. Are
All
those
right.
stairs? What's going on?
I'll hear Lachlan whispering at me, and I'm just gonna shimmy over this way and just kind of peek around here. Are
Yeah,
these
there's no door, but there's a set of stairs that go up. You can see right away after a few steps, the risers are just covered with dust and rocks, broken wood. There's nowhere to go, as the next story that was on top of this one is completely gone, and most of it like crumbled down, filling up that stairway. So it doesn't really go anywhere.
All right. So just to take cover from, do I hear any guard footsteps?
Yeah,
by
you're
any
currently
chance?
standing right in the hallway. Give me a perception check.
I guess my idea is just kind of like use the stairs as a little hiding spot. Horrible. 6.
You know what? He's close enough where even a 6 allows you to hear him. You can hear the footsteps as they're about 10 feet away from you. You have a split second. What do you do?
I'm gonna turn this corner, just kind of roll up the first few stairs. I put my back to this wall.
Okay, roll a stealth check for hiding. What are the rest of you doing as you watch
right,
Dez disappear into the stairs?
I assume you heard the guard come because it would be about that time. So I hold my breath.
That is 22 stealth.
Okay. Yeah, you feel pretty well hidden. You watch as the guard approaches. You can see movement just kind of out of the corner of where you're hiding. Like if you're up against the wall, you can kind of see a little bit of movement come in. And then you see this guard walk down, not looking at you, looking down the hall. Looking down the hall. God, I rolled really shitty for this guy. He takes a look. It smells like shit out here. And then he walks away. Disappears.
Des will just be like, can I
right.
see any of this area that's around the corner?
Yeah, it's a large room. As you kind of poke your head over, it is a sizable chamber. It looks as though maybe it was some sort of a receiving hall or grand hall of some kind. There, you can't really like gawk and get a full view, but you just kind of look in and look out. It's this big room. There are, you see at least 2 people walking about inside of this room, and then you kind of dip back and hide yourself.
Okay. Now that the guard is gone, I'm gonna go back down and tell the others what I found.
Okay.
All right. So when he comes back and tells us that, I'm going to signal everyone to kind of come down here as far away from the hall as possible so we can have a little chat.
Team talk.
Huddle. All right. What's the plan?
All right. So
There's no way out of here.
yeah, if we
We
can
have to go
probably
through.
get out the way we came in and then run for our lives. Now, that's what I want to talk about. What are we doing here? Because if we're going to stay in here and kind of clear this place out, we're going to have to start taking out some people.
Do you think we could maybe trick a few of them to come down this hallway and then quietly, like, tie them up or something?
I don't know about quietly. I think we're going to make a lot of noise, whatever we get. I think we can draw them here. I mean, I think if we wait till the guard's near and you do something like you mimic the sound of a cat or something, they're going to come check without raising an alarm. Like if, something like that, and we can take them out one by one. But we're going to make noise, so we're going to risk,
Maybe I could try to mimic the voice of the man who almost cut Des outside. I could say help or something.
Dave, by any
You
chance,
don't
did I
sound like a
recognize that guy from outside as one of the guards that almost caught me? Or is it
Roll a history check.
right? Not bad. 21.
Yeah, you recognize him. He was one of the guys that you saw on the road engaging with the gnolls.
Well, Lachlan, I know I don't sound like a man, but I'm really good at copying things.
Okay, I also think that if we do something like a cat or whatever meowing in here, like someone would come check. Like, no one
So-
would just ignore a random cat.
I have another idea too that would definitely bring them down here. And I'll just take out a gold piece, and I'll just kind of roll it towards the end of the hallway.
I mean, that will tip them off that there's people down here.
And they might think that what the other guard earlier dropped it or something when they were down here, and they might just come down and. It's
Wait,
not a bad idea.
try to pick
actually,
it
I
up.
think.
Hold on a second. Did you roll a coin down the hall? Just
No,
now?
no. I rolled it towards where the hallway would be. So we're all in this corner, down, like in that bottom left corner. I rolled it towards that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
you
rolled
didn't
it
actually
towards that.
roll it down the hall.
No, I didn't roll it all the way down the hall.
All right,
like a
all right,
bowling ball.
all right, all right. Cool.
Well,
I
We could
actually
do
think we should go and deposit it.
we could. I think these are the guys we're looking for. So inevitably we're going to fight them, right?
Hmm.
But maybe we start out by just taking out one or two of them.
But I like the coin idea because they're not going to want to share. If they see a coin or something on the ground, they're not going to call friends because then they're going to, So I think the coin idea is pretty good. If we wait till the guard comes by and then you shimmy back up there, put it somewhere where they're kind of bound to see it, and then come back here, they're going to come down. If we put a second one a little bit further down, they're going to think somebody dropped them, or the guard earlier when he came to check and he fell. Maybe they fell out of his pockets. So you're going to come down, and then we can, like, if we put one near one of these doors, we can bum rush him in there and, like, take him out in there and not make too much noise.
I mean,
We might not even have to fight him. Like, if it's one guy and there's four of us, we might get them to surrender, and then we just tie him and gag him and move on.
all right. What do we do if he doesn't notice the coin? I mean, will he be suspicious if he sees the coin and he didn't see it last time?
Yeah, a coin is something you might miss, right?
I guess. Anyways, don't roll
He'll
him down the
he'll
hallway.
see
I
the
can put him
coin.
in. I can put him there.
You'll see the coin.
So yeah, so let's wait till he comes by, and then go up and then put it somewhere that's not like, oh yeah, it was right in the middle, but where he's bound to kind of see it. And then maybe, I don't know how your illusions work, but maybe once they come and see, you can make it glint or something.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
Great minds. I have no clue why they're here.
All
Let's
right.
try that.
Coin
And then
trick.
we're going to ambush him down here.
Down here in this room.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we'll put one here. And then maybe one down here.
Yeah, sort of just on the edge there, yeah. I would probably put it like, I don't want to be an ass about it, but I would probably put it like,
Or closer to us.
well, I would put it like, no, I would put it like, like more like to the side kind of thing. So when he comes down and bends down to pick it up, we can grab him and haul him in. He'll be bending down, so he'll be vulnerable. Then we haul him in, and then if we're all on top of him, four of us, we can probably just not even have to fight him. We'll just,
Who's gonna haul him in?
I will.
Narb?
Norb.
Norb, you're really good at the hugging.
Yeah.
We need a good
Thank
grappler.
you. Gosh, that's really nice.
Maybe if
So-
you could try to cover his mouth right away.
Yeah, hug
Okay,
his
yeah.
mouth.
I'll get his.
Give
Okay.
him mouth hugs.
So you can be
Wow.
like there, I'll be like here to back you up if ever there's an issue.
All right, where do we want the coins? I can put them
so-
in place.
Yeah, so I would say like kind of like here and here.
All right, so using Mage Hand telekinesis, I will place the coins
Nice.
in the hallway.
So there's one down by the foot of the stairs and one at right next to Norb here.
Actually, don't put it at the foot of the stairs because you walk there and there was probably dust and stuff, and he's gonna see.
So just
You
in the
might
middle
see
of
the
the hallway.
footprints.
Just like right here.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. You use your mage hand to place the coins at those two locations. And
Our
do you do
shiniest
anything
gold
to try to draw them to the coins?
I
It's
think
just one
Norb's gonna
coin,
do
right?
a-
It's just a single coin sitting there on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I think Norb's gonna do in the loser.
Yeah, as soon as he walks by the hallway, I'll just cast an illusion to make it kind of like
glint.
a natural glint.
Okay. All right. Give me a D20 roll for the guard to notice it.
Me?
Yep.
A 9.
All right, and then give me a roll. Give me a Arcana roll, Norb, for the glint.
A 14.
Okay, so he definitely notices it, and he looks. He's, what the fuck is that? A fucking coin. And you can see him now move into the space and reach down to pick up the coin. What flavor of coin is this? Is this a gold piece?
A gold piece. Just one of my gold. Yeah.
That's me lucky day. Be damned. Bastard missed this. Where the fuck
There's
did
the other
this
one.
come
So
from?
now I'll glint the other one.
You hear him say, where the fuck did this come from? And he looks around and he sees the second glinting. What the hell? What is going on? And he draws a short sword. What the fuck is going on down here? The fuck are these doors open? Shit. Norb, give me a stealth check as he's basically like looking right at where you're standing.
I'm gonna roll in it with advantage.
Okay.
I'll give you guidance.
How do you give guidance? What's the requirements for that?
I don't even know. I can. It's touch. Sorry.
Yep, you're on the opposite side.
Yeah. Sorry.
I got a 14 stealth.
14. Okay, he's pretty suspicious. He's looking. I'm gonna go ahead and roll perception check for him. No, I rolled a 4. He's got eyes on this coin. I'll be damned. What the fuck is this? He pokes his head in here. Oh god damn it, stinks. Fuck. He pulls the door closed.
As soon as he steps into that room, actually, before he pulls it closed, I'm gonna see my opportunity and just run and shove him into that room.
Okay, make a shove attack roll to hit, please. You're going to definitely surprise him, so you get an attack, and then I want you to roll initiative after this. And I'm going to use my advantage for initiative.
Shove is just athletics, right?
Yep. Well, it'd be I think it would be an unarmed attack for you. To be fair.
Would you get advantage on it since he's coming at him from behind?
I would say
It's a surprised attack.
I would say no, it's a surprise attack, so he's getting an attack before any initiative starts already. So I don't think so. This guy's on pretty high alert.
Can I do this recklessly?
Yeah, I think so. You tell me. You're the barbarian in the group. I'm assuming you can. I don't think there's any reason why you couldn't.
All right. Well, I'm going with the 12 then.
A 12 to hit this
My
guy.
athletics, if it had been athletics, I rolled a 17 and it would have been 23.
Oh no. But because it was an unarmed attack.
Strike.
Oh no. Fuck. Yeah, his armor class is higher than that. But here's what happens as you run towards him and you like bump into him as he's kind of like, he hears you and he looks over his shoulder. Ah, the fuck? Let's roll initiative. All right. Thanks, Doc. Doc Shoulder, thanks for the gift subs. Please appreciate it. We're about to get into some shit here. Norb, give me everybody can roll. Let's everybody roll initiative here because I think eventually you're all going to get pulled into this. So let's go ahead and do that first. But we'll adjudicate this first round with Norb and the this bandit guy. Fuck. Norb, what'd you roll, buddy?
For initiative? An 8.
Oh no. Okay. Xanthi, what'd you roll?
19.
Okay. Des?
15.
And Lachlan?
18.
Okay. All right, so shit, Norb.
Hey, advantages from Dog Shoulder.
Thank you, Doc. Advantages for all the players.
Thanks,
Really
Doc.
appreciate the
Thank
support.
you.
All right, so Norb, you run and you kind of like try to push him in, and he's a big dude, not as big as you, but he's solid. And he kind of turns and he's got one hand on his sword. He puts his other hand instinctively up against the door, which is kind of jammed. It's not pushing any, and so he's got a little bit of leverage, and he pushes back on you. So what the fuck is this? And he's going to take a swing at you with his short sword. But I rolled a 3 as you kind of like duck out of the way, and it hits the door jamb. It's your turn. What do you want to do? Tell me how you want to deal with this guy. There's a chance that if it's not dealt with right, there's going to be potential for others to hear what's going on.
Can we put the tokens where they would be so we get a clear vision of what's going on? Please.
For the spellcasters.
I'm going to just reach out, grab his head, pull it into my chest, and just kind of walk into the door with him, or walk through the door with him. Like try and muffle anything he tries to say by and grapple him at the same time, obviously.
Right.
So I'm give him a bear hug, but hold his head to my chest to try and keep him quiet.
All right, so give me a grapple, which is an athletics, and I will resist it with my dex. I rolled a 16 total.
I got a 17.
Nice. So yeah, you grapple him, and I would say you can move him about 5 feet into the room. Let's see. Give me one more grapple check against athletics. I want to see if you get him muffled, basically, right here.
22 on that one.
Yeah, you muffle him. I rolled a 3. You grab him and you pull his head in and kind of crush it in against your chest. You can feel his nose breaking against your sternum. His nose just breaks, and he starts struggling. His sword drops out of his hand and lands in the rubbish next to where you guys are struggling. Xanthi, you see your companion Norb race across the hall, grab this guy, push him in as the guy takes a swing at him, and then they disappear into the room. What do you want to do? You're at the top of the initiative here. And we need some good music.
I would like to... Oh, gosh.
Here we go, baby.
I'm going to take some of that scrap fabric out of my bag that I've been using to repair and make patches on my coat. And I'm going to try to shove it into that guy's mouth. To keep him quiet.
So you need to move into the room. You're going to have to push past Norb. So you could probably get to right about there.
Okay.
And then, or right here probably. And then you can go ahead and, what kind of a roll do you think you would make?
Oh, man. Really what I want to do is make a help action.
Okay. So at this point, like I was saying, his nose and face is crushed against Norb's chest.
Yeah.
So getting in there with the gag might be tough. But you could work with Norb, I think, the two of you on his next turn. If you wanted to, you could try to, we'll have you guys make another grappling roll, Norb, and you can have advantage from Xanthi trying to help you if that's what you want to do. Or you can just...
You know what? I'll take out my dagger and I'll flip it around and I'll try to pommel hit him for a non-lethal...
That's the spirit.
Like knocking him out kind of thing.
Okay, let's do it. Give me an attack.
11.
Oh, you clamp down and try to hit him, but you miss, and it scrapes off his shoulder armor and doesn't do any damage to him. He's struggling pretty hard. Anything else from Xanthi?
Yeah, actually, she's gonna threaten him and say, "If you make any noise, I'll cut your throat."
All right.
And can I do a deception?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You can roll deception. What are you trying to deceive him? Make him think that you're going to kill him?
Yeah,
All
25.
right. I mean, if he wasn't struggling so hard right now, he'd be terrified that you were going to kill him. But he heard you. He definitely heard you.
He can't see how small I am.
Exactly. His nose is broken. There's like blood kind of dripping down now onto Norb's chest. It's really hot, actually. All right. That brings us to Lachlan.
X.
Yep.
If I come around, is there a way for me to get in there?
Oh, yeah. You can get right there. Exactly.
Right. I'm going to get in there and coming in with the hammer. I'm going to do what Xanthi did, which is I'm going to grab the head of the hammer, but try to just slam him down with the butt of it and do some subdual damage.
All right. Little non-lethal action. I like it.
A little non-lethal. 16. Plus. 6. So
That hits.
22.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That'd be a 5 plus 4, so 9 points.
9 points. Yeah, you club him with your axe, like the hilt of your axe, right?
It's a hammer, yeah, but yeah. with
Your
the-
hammer. Yeah, he takes a massive amount of damage from a non-lethal blow, but he's still struggling. Anything else? Anything else? Bleak?
Anything else? No, I got nothing else.
Okay. Excuse me. That brings us to this guard who is going to make an attempt to break the grapple. So Norb, give me a athletics, and I'm going to use an advantage
I'll burn
on
one
this.
of those advantages as well.
Yep, me too. I have one left. Folks, if you want to get involved and influence the game, you can donate advantages to our players or your dungeon master as well. I'm down to 1. Here we go.
Oh man, he's probably got it.
Ooh, I rolled a natural 1 on one of my rolls. However, I rolled a total of 16 on the other die.
Oh man, you only had to beat a 23.
Oh, yeah. So he struggles, but cannot break the grapple as you hug him even tighter. And you can hear some of the bones in his face starting to crack from the force of you hugging him in. That brings us to Desmond.
Well, that looks like a crowded little room. Des will post up here with his crossbow drawn and just be keeping an eye on this hallway. And if he sees another guard is alerted and is coming that way, I'll make an attack.
Okay. So you're going to ready an attack action if you see a guard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Good call. Let's see. That brings us to Norb.
All right. So I've got him in my arms. You know, I feel him struggling. I feel him kind of starting to break a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna feel like a little like, oh, whoops. You know, so I'm gonna just gonna be like, shh, and then just kind of pull his head up a little bit, and then just headbutt him.
Oh shit! All right,
Try and
unarmed
knock him out.
attack.
Can I do that recklessly? I can do that recklessly, right?
Yeah, I think
It's gonna be a
I think you can
reckless
do that
one, too.
anytime you want.
I got an 8.
Wow. Yeah, he struggles
man.
just ever so slightly, and as you swing to hit him, you miss. I don't know how, but it happens. That brings us to the top of the order. And as Xanthi, as you're getting ready to take your action, you kind of see some movement from behind you in the darkness, and a swarm of bats flies down from somewhere in the rafters of this room and is going to fly up towards you. Give me a D100 roll, Xanthi, please.
37.
All right, give me a D4.
Fucking fawn as our worst enemy.
Yep,
Nature!
that's so true.
Get it off me!
Nature is a cruel mistress. A 2. All right, so Xanthi, these bats are flying past you, and they like fly in. There's a swarm. They fly like into your hair and get kind of like tangled up in your hair, and they are going to make an attack, a bite attack at you. Hey, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yep, and you will take, I could have rolled better, 3 piercing damage from this swarm as it flies past you, a couple of them biting you, and then is going to fly out of the room as the rest of their action. I guess probably Lachlan, if you wanted to, you could take an attack of opportunity at them. Norb, you're pretty much kind of engaged in what you're doing with this other guy.
Yeah, I don't think I'd take time to swing at these things. I'm just like, let him get the fuck out of here.
All right, the bats fly out, and Dez, they fly right past you. You kind of have to duck down as you see this swarm of bats flying out of the room, and they disappear up into the rafters.
Release the bats.
Xanthi, it is your turn.
All right, I am going to try to knock this dude out with my dagger again. That's so gross. Bats. That is 17
Yeah, that'll hit.
with the pommel of my dagger
Mm-hmm.
for 3 damage.
He struggles, dipping out of the way of Norb's headbutt, and then you come in and you just, and he just goes loose, and he goes limp in your arms, Norb.
I did it.
I'll carefully set him down.
Just lay him on the bed.
Let's
moldy,
get something
though.
to tie him up.
It's quiet for the moment.
I have rope in my pack, so we can cut a little bit off, and I'll use my sailor's knowledge of knots to truss him up good and solid.
I will check his pockets while he's doing that.
Mm-hmm. Des,
Okay.
you want to search the room while we're doing this?
The one that you're in.
Well, you can check the other ones if you want to. Just
I'll start with this one because I know there's no bats in here.
yeah. Really?
Xanthi, he's got a short sword and a light crossbow with 7 crossbow bolts. He has a coin purse around his waist, and it has a total of 7 gold pieces in it.
I'll take that.
I'll be
coin
taking
purse.
that.
And I'll take the crossbow bolts, but
Okay.
I won't take the rest of the stuff.
As you take a breath, having put down this bandit, and Lachlan, you said you're tying him up with some rope
Yep.
or something?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're getting him secured. Des, you look around this room, and you can see that this was probably at some point a salon of some sorts. There's a very thick stench, however, of animal feces in here, and most of the rest of you probably didn't notice it until right now because of just the adrenaline pumping, but it smells horrible. Above
Bat
you,
guano.
the ceiling is partially to mostly intact. You can see that there is bat guano staining everything on the floor around you, and there is what appears to be like a brown layer of fungus on most of the broken bedding that you're standing next to, Desmond. This was once a really nice bed chamber, but is disarray and being used as an animal toilet.
I don't really want to touch anything in here.
It's
It's where
gross.
people hide stuff.
I'll take out some of that fabric that I was gonna shove in that guy's mouth, and I'll use it to like make a gag for him.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. You are able to do that without any problem. He is bound at this point and gagged. Everybody give me another stealth check. Been doing a great job of staying undetected, which is nice.
Yeah, I've been like,
Let's see how long that lasts.
Oh, that was wrong.
I had 16.
I got 20.
14.
13.
Okay. All right. Desmond, you're kind of standing partially in the hallway,
Yeah,
looking down the hall.
I'm gonna go and check this other room.
Okay. Yeah, you look in here. It looks to be another bed chamber of some kind. Again, everything is completely dilapidated. It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. There are cobwebs covering everything, splintered planks of wood, rotting cloth. It's just a jumbled mess. Nothing of value.
All right. We should move on. We should keep moving.
Yeah. All right, he's taken care of, so let's go get the next one.
Okay, I'm gonna drag this guy out and like put him like not in the water, but like in that little room. I don't want to leave him in like a fungus poop pit. It just seems cruel.
You'll drag him to the snake room.
Yeah, I'll put him in the snake room. There's no snake there. I killed the snake.
It's true.
Or someone did. Snake's dead.
Dave, did these doors have locks on them? I can't remember.
No. Yeah, you're able to bring him and secure him in the snake room. Absolutely.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Could I just peek inside this room as well and just check and see if there's anything of value in here?
Yeah, absolutely. You can. You kind of push the door open a little bit more. Give me a stealth check while you're doing that. Norb, I'll take a stealth check from you too as you're moving this guy around.
That's better.
We'll go with disadvantage for Norb.
21.
21. All right. Yeah, you're quiet as can be as you move into this room.
4.
A 4. Okay. As you set this guy down, you trip over some debris and fall, and that's when you hear. Let's get you over here. That's when you hear some sounds, and you hear someone call out, "Brock! Hey, Brock! Where'd you get off to, Brock? Yeah, you lazy son of a bitch." You can hear someone walking towards the hallway.
I'll tell Xanthi quickly. Can you imitate him and say you're taking a dump in the
Okay, I'll
batch?
try.
Tell him to fuck off. You're taking a dump in the batchet room.
Brock!
I'm actually gonna try to mimic what he said before, which was like the hell, but I'll do it in like a snotty way.
Okay.
I'll give you guidance by touching your shoulder in a non-threatening way.
Okay. I would like to use deception.
All right, go ahead and roll deception for me.
Dave, would that 21 stealth allowed me to move around the other side of this door so I'm not just like standing there?
Sure.
All right. Let's say I'm right here.
Okay, well, that's a 12.
Okay.
I'll just let you know that I rolled a 2.
What do you say? What are the words you say?
I try to mimic, because remember when he saw the coin, he was like, the hell? You know, so like in response to this guy being snotty, I'll just yell, back, the hell? Like, how, kind of like, how dare you, like, say shit like that to me?
Okay. All right. Well, his insight roll was better than your deception roll, so he continues to walk. Bro, what the fuck, Brock? You can hear him pulling out something from a loop on his belt. Des, as you look around the door, you can see this guy's carrying a club as he walks down towards this door. Hey, what's going on here, Brock? And he comes in and he tries to push the door open, and that's when he sees Lachlan and Xanthi in the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump.
Roll initiative, please, as we get back into it here. All right.
All right, it's kind of like when you have a bottle of nice whiskey and someone tells you it's sipping whiskey and you're like, it's all right, just give me a shot at a time. I'll sip the whole freaking bottle. That's what we're doing. We're one shot at a time, sipping the whole bottle.
You got to savor this adventure. This is a classic. All right. 25 to 20. 15 to 20.
21.
21 for Norb.
Oh,
Okay.
Mhm.
15 to 20.
16.
I got a 16 as well.
Okay, and Des.
I got a
16 for
7.
Lachlan.
I really thought that would work.
All right, Norb, you see from
You
your
did good.
position, you're hiding. You had actually made the noise, so you're kind of like, you thought he was coming towards you, but then the voice was thrown from the other room, and he kind of turned away from you and went towards that door. And he walks in, and he's like, "What the fuck? What do you
As
do?"
he says, "What the fuck?" I'm gonna just take a couple quick steps up behind him, give him a big bear hug, put my meaty arm out into his jaw, so I'm
Groundhog
pull his
Day.
jaw up shut.
Groundhog
So,
I'm
Day.
gonna try.
A
I'm
grapple
gonna try and
attack.
stifle the. Yeah, I'm gonna grapple him and try and muffle him at the same time.
All right, let's do a grapple off.
I'm gonna burn
Oof.
an advantage just to be safe.
All right.
Got a 20.
Yeah, that works. You have him grappled. Here, I'll move your token for you. There you go.
Oh, I just did it. Yep. I'll take a step into the room with him too.
Okay.
That room again.
Right back where
That
we
would be,
started.
so hold on. That would be a shove attack to move him. So you didn't do that this time. You grappled him. So you guys are in the hallway
Okay.
grappling.
Okay.
Yep.
That works
So you can do
better.
that. You can do that on your next turn. That brings us to Desmond, unless you want to use a bonus action of some kind, Norb.
Nope. That's it.
All right.
All right, Des will curl back around out into the hallway and come down and attack this guy.
Okay. Give me an attack. What are you attacking with?
I'm gonna pull my knife, my dagger,
Which dagger?
my magic one.
Oh, fancy. You've not
Fancy
used this
magic
dagger before,
dagger that-
have you?
No, I haven't.
Cool.
9 life stealer.
Very cool.
Stab him, steal his life. No.
So that's a 16 to hit.
A 16 is going to hit. Roll some damage. Woo!
All right, so that's a 1. Oh, 14 piercing.
Whoa.
I rolled pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say. So you walk up to this guy, you sneak through, you take this dagger, your brand new magical dagger that you've never used before, you plunge it into his side. And as you pierce through his skin and into his abdomen, you feel this surge of energy as some sort of life essence is drawn out of this guy, and it comes into your palm, down into the dagger, wrapping around your wrist, almost as if someone is grabbing onto your wrist, and it pulls you farther in as the dagger goes all the way up to the hilt. And then it continues to pull you in, and your fist is inside this guy's belly. And then you finally what the fuck? And you pull it out, and you've just got blood all over your arm. The guy drops to the ground completely dead. Not even partially dead. He's completely dead.
The fuck? I was joking.
Anything
Um,
else?
Des is just going to stand there kind of shaking a little bit, like kind of surprised.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Lachlan, you
didn't mean to do
saw
that.
this all go down. You didn't see anything like
didn't think it'd
supernatural
come.
about the attack, but you saw Desmond push it in
Yeah.
and then push it farther and then push his whole hand into this guy.
Wow, that's a bit fucking brutal, wasn't it, Des? Did you know this guy? Did he owe you money?
Well, he is the enemy, right?
Well, yeah, but we went out of our way to just knock the other one out, and you're like
I didn't
fucking
think,
making a door with this guy.
I didn't think you'd do that.
What
Alright,
I'm
happened?
gonna put the
I
guy
stay
down.
behind Lachlan.
Lachlan, it's your
Sorry.
turn, man. We're still in initiative order.
I'm going to grab the body and try to move him into the room here. Just kind
I
of
would say you
grab
can
him and mantle him
probably
over.
give me an athletics check.
All right, gotcha. I got you. I got you, fam. 19.
Yeah, you can move him in there, but it takes all of your movement to get him there.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. That was Lachlan. Okay, so that is when, Des, you hear the familiar sound of a projectile.
No.
As there are two guards. Let's see, how does this work?
Not arrows.
Yep. I want to erase part of the fog, but not all of it. Is there a way to do that?
Yeah, you can. You have to, in the fog removal machine, you have to...
Uh-oh. Yeah?
Yeah, so you
Toggle
do the cut thing,
fog.
but then use the roller,
Yeah.
and then you can kind of just delineate the area that you want to...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see if that works. Nope. All right. Doesn't matter. At the end of this hallway, there are two people, and they are firing. One of them is firing at Des, and the other one's firing at Norb. It looks to be that they have heavy crossbows.
Heavy crossbows.
Yeah.
You can move them in just a little bit so we can...
It's
we
all
know
right.
they're
You can
at the
use
end
your
of the-
imagination. All right. So crossbow shot. The first one is going to be a 16 on Norb. That hits. All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's a lot of damage. 5 piercing damage, Norb, as you take the bolt. The other one is going to shoot at you, Desmond. Ooh. That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah,
Yep.
that hits.
And that is going to be a total of 9 as you take it right in the back. Intruders! Xanthi, it's your turn.
The jig is up.
Oh gosh. Xanthi is going to pop around the corner, and she's gonna touch Des and say, "Are you okay? I heard a crossbow."
There we go.
You'll see this giant bolt sticking.
and she'll cast healing.
Ooh.
So go 13 healing.
Ooh, nice.
Whoa. Yeah. Back up to full.
And then she's gonna try to just like peek around Des to see what's going on down the hallway, but that's all her move.
All right. Back at the top, Norb.
I am going to just fall back into the room using the cover of the wall so they can't shoot at me. Make them close the distance.
Which room?
The one,
The snake room?
yeah, snake room.
Got
back
it.
there where I moved my guy.
All right. Yeah, you are fully concealed at this point. They cannot attack you from where they are. Anything else from Norb?
I'll draw my my moon sword.
Nice. Giving off that beautiful bright light. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Desmond with Lachlan on deck.
We never fell out of combat, right?
Correct.
Well, I can't do much from over here, but Norb didn't charge. I'm going to
If they can hit you, you could probably hit one of them.
You could also just
They're
get
pretty
out of
well
the way.
concealed.
yeah, I don't have my
Oh.
crossbow pulled.
Oh, well then
I'm holding my
get
knife.
to a better location.
Yeah.
Thing is that they're not going to come down here.
I know
'Cause
we
they'd be
gotta go
stupid
we gotta go after them, or they're
They're gonna
hire
just stay
more
there and wait for
people.
their buddies to show up. So we're gonna.
But
have to go
I
there at some
can't do
point.
any good on my own.
Well, hold your action. You just hold your action, and then I'm gonna go after, and then you can go after me, and I'll.
All right, I'm gonna move up inside this room. Kind of try to hide behind this door to give myself a little cover.
Okay. So it's about half your movement to get there.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna pull. Let's see, free action. I'll pull my crossbow.
Okay.
So is that a full action? I don't know.
No, you can use it's a use object kind of action. So you can pull the crossbow. You still have the dagger in one hand. You've got a crossbow in the other hand.
So
You've moved half your movement. You still have an action, a bonus action, and half your movement.
all right, but I can't fire my crossbow, right? Because I have two weapons in my hand. That's what I'm wondering.
It's a light crossbow or a hand crossbow?
It's a light crossbow.
Yeah, I think you need to have two hands for a light crossbow, I'm pretty sure.
All right, so I'll drop my knife at my feet, my dagger at my feet, and then can I attack?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah, take a shot.
I'll take a shot at this. This.
All right,
guy.
he's got pretty substantial cover, so he's going to have a higher
Yeah.
AC than normal. But yeah, take your shot.
Okay. Ugh, not good. I think it's 11 to hit.
Yeah, you take the shot and it just kind of hits the wall next to him, ping, and goes off into the distance.
All right, so with the rest of my movement, I'm gonna just try to get as much cover as I can and move more further into this room.
Okay, sounds good. Lachlan, you're up, buddy.
I'm going to dash and get myself up here.
So that used your action to dash?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I can't get there with my waddling speed normally.
Okay, so yeah, you nestle yourself in there.
Yeah, I go in there and I'm just gonna like have the shield up and sort of be ready.
I like it. All right, so that brings us to them. Nope, yep, them. All right, so they are... This guy here on the left appears to be reloading his heavy crossbow, while you also hear this guy here also reloading. You know the sound of reloading crossbows.
Yeah.
And they're gonna use their action to reload. That brings us to Xanthi.
Oh man. Xanthi is going to Xanthi's gonna move here and fire at this dude.
That's
Right
good.
here.
I actually screwed up. Because it's loading, they can fire, but they can only fire once per turn. So if they had like 2 attacks per round or whatever, they could only shoot once. So they do get to reload and take a shot. So if you
That
want
would have
to,
been before I moved.
yeah, if you want to hold off,
Okay.
and rethink just for a minute, because they're going to, one of them is going to take a step. This guy here is going to take a step out and see if he can see anything. Are you hiding, Lachlan?
Yeah,
Or you-
my idea was that, I mean, how much hiding can I do? But my idea was that I'm going to be as close to the wall as I can with my shield in front of me.
All right, why don't you roll a
Kinda
stealth check,
thing.
because I think he wouldn't be necessarily looking there since there wasn't anything there before, and I will just kind of roll on my end to see if he sees you.
Probably. I got a 14 plus, what's my stealth? Plus 1, so 15.
Yep, he sees you, and he is going to take a shot at you. I rolled an 18.
That's fine.
But I rolled a natural 1, so it ricochets off your shield, and he ducks back, and you can see him making motions to the guy across who does not take a shot. So Xanthi, it's your turn now. Sorry about that.
All right. No, that's totally fine. Xanthi is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 I guess, like, would she see him where she's at?
You probably have noticed this guy here who stepped out to shoot at Lachlan. You are probably looking in his direction from where you are. You can definitely see him, and you can see him like reloading the crossbow, stepping on the end of it, pulling the string back, putting a bolt inside of it.
Then she is going to fire a firebolt at him with advantage.
Okay.
For 23.
That is going to hit him.
Okay. For 2 fire damage.
2 fire damage. Okay.
I know. You know what?
That is a D10, isn't it?
It's with nothing added. So 1d10.
Okay. As you do that, this guy steps out. He was holding his action. He's going to fire at you as you fired on his buddy.
Oh, I'm not done with my turn though.
Yeah, but he had a held action.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's not great. That is a 17 to hit you.
Yup.
Okay. That is.
Oh, wait. Shield. I've got a shield.
What does
Yeah.
that do?
Reaction?
Yes, it is a reaction.
Yes.
And it says an invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you until the start of your next turn. You have a +5 bonus to AC.
So would a 17 have hit you?
No.
All right. So
My armor class
throw
is
the
now
shield.
20.
Yeah, you throw the shield up, and as he steps there, you're like, shit, shield. And it just goes ting right off your shield. So now you can finish your turn.
All right. I then pop over next to Lachlan.
All right. That brings us back to the top. Norb with Desmond on deck.
All right. I'm going to, with my sword out, start walking down the hallway.
Okay.
I'm going to get to there. I'm going to see the guy to my left. I'm going to cast a minor illusion to have a snake come around the corner right in front of him at his feet.
Okay. Give me either an Arcana or Deception check with that. We'll give him an Insight.
I got a 5.
Ooh, all right. It's not your best work. It didn't work as well as the first time you did it, but you're in the heat of the moment. You see him kind of look down at it and go, as he's reloading the crossbow, he's like, oh, what the fuck is that? Anything else you want to do, Norb?
That is my turn. That's what
All
I
right.
can do.
Desmond. You just hear one of the guards / bandits yell out, "We could use a little help over here."
Can I bonus action telekinetic shove this guy closer to Norb?
I mean, what are the rules
I
about
can move him-
telekinetic? I don't.
So can I move him here from there to there? 5 feet. I can shove him 5 feet.
And you can pull him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Then I don't.
Well, I mean, I could shove him in a direction. So I guess you can interpret whether that means towards
away
or
from
away
you
from
or
something.
any direction. Yeah,
It
don't
doesn't,
think
it
it
doesn't specify.
specifies. I'd have to look it up.
why don't you
real
check
I'll look
that.
it up. What's the name of the thing?
quick. Telekinesis feat.
And you have to be able to see him, which I'll give you disadvantage on the roll.
Well,
because
my intention was to move as well.
Okay, where are you going to move to?
I'm just looking it up real quick. Bonus action, you can try to telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. When you do, the target must succeed a strength saving throw or be moved 5 feet toward or away from you.
There you go.
Okay, there
So
it
I
is.
can pull him toward. So I'm just going to peek around the corner, pull that guy closer to Norb.
What is it? Is it a attack roll?
Oh, it's a
Is it
DC strength saving throw.
All right, I'm going to give him advantage because he's behind a lot of concealment, including your friend who's big.
Okay.
So an 11 and a 19 does not work.
No, it doesn't. All right. I'm just going to
Shit, we should take a
5
break
feet
after
of my
this.
movement.
I forgot.
Yeah.
In the heat of the battle here. We'll take a break at the end of this round, you guys.
30, and I'm going to attack this guy with my knife.
Okay. Give it to him.
I'm going to use my advantage from the chat.
Nice.
Thanks, chat.
Gonna open up a portal again.
Okay, I think that'll hit. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, 22 hits. Give me a damage roll, please.
So that's just 7 piercing because I don't get sneak attack over here by myself.
All by your lonesome.
Mm-hmm.
You drive the dagger into this guy's like, oh shit! And you drive it in, and once again, you are like wrapped in this energy that just pulls you in as you eviscerate this guy. And you, instead of going all the way, and you just cut across his belly, and all of his entrails spill out onto the ground. And his friend shouts, "Fuck!" And you know what? With
Turn
that,
around and look at him.
we're going to go ahead and take our break right there. When we come back, it's Lachlan's turn in the order. Desmond, you get this sense of like overwhelming bloodlust as you have had 2 amazing hits with this dagger. And we will find out maybe someday what that's all about. In the meantime, oh my gosh, I've been forgetting that we have a giveaway, you guys. So if anybody is interested in getting in on the giveaway, we're giving away Cloud Caves, called Cloud as a band, which is a really good band. Cloud Caves, we're going to be giving that away at the end of tonight's session. If you want to get in on the giveaway, !drawing. I know Cardman's in there already, a couple others. Please enter to win. We'd love to get this content into your hands. We will be back in just a couple of short, sweet minutes. See you soon. All right, let's do it. We're gonna do it. All right. So as we come back, my friends, there we are. Hi, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. Make sure you sign up for the giveaway, !drawing, to get in on the action. We're giving away the Cloud Caves, which is an awesome piece of content from our friends at CZ RPG. They have been sponsoring our stream for like 2 years or something crazy like that. And we appreciate them. They give us stuff to give away to all of you that hang out with us. So !drawing to get in on the action. We've got a couple folks in there. Anybody can win. We're going to do the drawing at the end of tonight's stream. All right. As we jump back into this battle, Lachlan, we just ended with Desmond giving a massive attack, which is also a great band, against one of the bandits, dropping them to the ground. Basically a one-shotting him to a large extent. And you can kind of see that all happening. You had heard them calling back for help and that sort of thing. It is now your turn. What would you like to do, sir?
I'm going to come around here, not that I can see, and I'm going to make attempts at shoving this guy into the corridor.
All right. Which guy? And so you're gonna go
B3?
after B3. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of come around him.
Let me go ahead and open up some of the viewing on this room since we're getting up
10
in there.
guys and a bunch of dogs.
There's a bunch of dudes hanging out.
Well, you know, that's how I like it.
All right, you find yourself in this massive room, this great hall, as it were. Go ahead and remind me what the attack is that you're doing.
I'm changing my mind. I'm just going to come around here to kind of cut off his escape, and I don't know where to position myself there, and I'm just going to attack him.
Yeah, we'll say he's like right there, and you're right there.
Okay.
Perfect. We'll get you guys in some squares here.
Yeah. 18.
Oh yeah, that hits
6
for sure.
Gonna swamp.
Yep.
And so I will give him some damage.
Do
That's
it.
6 plus 4. That's 10 points of damage from the hammer as I come around.
Ooh, yeah. You swing it and smack him right across the jaw, and the lower part of his jaw just cracks and drops limp as he just looks at you with blood coming down his face. You can see like tears of like pain streaming down his face as he's like, he drops the crossbow and he's reaching for the short sword on his belt. But he doesn't go down.
I'll just say like, drop the weapon and you live.
All right. That's beautiful. That brings us to him. He is going to yell, "Help us!"
With no jaw.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have a jaw. So it sounds more like, and he is going to try to get you with his short sword that he does draw out of his belt. He doesn't believe you that you're going to let him live, especially after he saw what just happened to his buddy. So he's going to make an attack. 12? I don't think that hits you.
No.
Yep. So he lashes out with his sword. You dip out of the way easily. He's pretty slowed right now. And then he is going to try to back away from you. You're going to take an attack of opportunity on him?
Yeah, I would have let him live, but if he's giving it to me, I'm going to take it. And maybe not.
Backpedaling.
That'd be enough. That'll be a 15.
If it meets, it beats.
All right. Then
Roll me some sweet damage. Nope. I don't think so.
For 7 points of damage.
Yeah, as he's trying to get away from you, you hit him again and he drops to the ground.
Crunch.
And you can hear at this point, it's not hard to get the sound of some sort of commotion up from the direction of, here we go, up in this direction. You look up there, Lachlan, and you can see that there is a door. And we are going to drop out of the initiative order at this point. You can hear some sort of commotion behind that door.
And just quickly, is it just wall here, or is there like another entrance point?
Okay, let me tell you a little bit about the space that you're in. This is some sort of a broad hall or great hall. Tattered banners and tapestries adorn the walls. Piles of destroyed furniture and heaps of rotting cloth discarded into the various corners. Leaves and dirt cover the floor. Cobwebs hanging from the ceiling above. You can see again, similar to the other rooms, exposed beams, broken rafters above your head. A little bit of light poking through in these kind of shafts of illumination. There's no story above, even in this spot here. You can see to the left corridor. Let me do this. Well, actually, I'll just go like this. You can see that there's a hallway off to the left as you come into this room. And along that hallway, there are a couple of doors. There is also a door that you can see right here. There's a doorway here. There's a doorway here. And then there's a hallway here with some doors that you can't quite see from your position, but you can see that there's a hallway. Oops. So, my friends, we are out of initiative. You have 2 dead bandits. Desmond, you pull the dagger out away from this individual, and it's just gore, just filled with gore. Your hands are just completely covered in blood and entrails, bits of organs that have come out with the blade, and you almost feel like ill. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm great at these, I'm sure.
Got to turn the screws.
Oh, 16.
Okay. Let me just make a note. Okay. All right. Xanthi, you look past Norb to see if Desmond is okay, and you can see him sort of just looking down at his hand, and in the hand, this bloody dagger. What do you guys do?
Oh, he's using the gift I gave him.
It's a great effect.
I want to be like, Norb, quick, help me.
Keeps
Move
on
these
giving.
bodies.
What do you want to do with them?
I just want to move him out of the way. If they don't know what happened, it's better than if they know what happened. So let's move them.
Okay. Yep.
I'm just picking up blood here.
I'll
Let's
run.
just-
Throw them in one of the rooms.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we'll
gonna
just-
follow him and grab one and throw it in a room.
I'm just gonna shake off the knife
We'll leave
a little bit.
let's leave the blood there.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
And I'm gonna put
we'll
the
leave the
blade
blood
away
there.
if possible.
And I'll grab some debris and drag it up over the blood stains and like cover the blood.
Okay, so you're like dragging some tables and broken chairs and stuff over to cover up the blood. Fair enough. Yeah, you can totally do that.
All right, and then I was hearing a commotion up there, so I'm going to suggest we move.
Do you think it could be the prisoners?
I mean, maybe.
Dave, you said the
Um,
commotion was coming from here, right?
Yep, from that behind
Okay.
that door up to the northeast on the map.
And Des, when the guards were moving, were they moving like, like this? Or they moving like
They were
this?
making roughly like a counterclockwise sort of path.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, but we don't know if they were coming from that corridor or
You
from
don't.
there, so, okay.
We should
Um,
listen next to the door.
Yeah, let's check
Lachlan,
that
as
door.
you get to that position where you're standing there on the rug,
Mhm.
you can also see that there is another massive exterior like courtyard to the southwest.
Whoa.
Well, was not expecting that. I'm surprised by the courtyard. It gets a free attack.
And you can see that there is the drawbridge entrance. Here, let's show the folks that are watching. You can see that there is an entrance here. Lachlan, you're right here, and you can kind of see this direction. Obviously, you can't see over in the corners and stuff, but you can see enough to know that there's a large courtyard, and then there's what appears to be like a turret. A turret, is that the right word? Over in this corner.
Yeah.
Power.
Yep, a tower of some kind that kind of disappears into the darkness. Can't see into
Okay.
it.
So, yeah, I guess if you guys want to check that door, I'll stay here and kind of keep an eye on outside and on that. I'll
Yeah,
keep an
Des
eye
is-
down there and then up here.
Des is gonna go up here and kind of listen at the edge of the door.
Xanthi will go over there too.
Okay. So you are trying to pick up any sort of auditory clues from your position, Des. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Lachlan, are you, as Norb is covering up the blood with some debris, you're sort of over in the
I
corner?
want to keep an eye in the courtyard and in that corridor, just like making sure we're not getting someone coming up behind us.
Look
That was
out.
only a 5 for me because I rolled a natural one.
You hear muffled voices. It's hard to make
Is-
out what they're saying.
Is the door locked? Can I see if there's like a lock on the door?
Yeah, you can see that there is a lock on the door. This door has a lock. And it looks like a newer door. Like the other doors were shit down in that corridor where you were going into those rooms. This is a reinforced, probably recently installed heavy wooden door with iron banding reinforcing it. It's pretty chonky, to call back to the Catapult boss fight.
There's definitely some people locked in this room.
Is it locked on our side or is it locked on their side?
Our side.
Oh,
Should I open
well,
it?
they're locked in.
Before you open it, just check. Say,
Yeah,
who's in there?
maybe knock. Hello? Who's in there?
I'm gonna knock on the door. Who's in there? State your names.
Go fuck yourselves!
Are you being held prisoner here?
At that point, you don't hear any voices anymore.
Shit. They might be back. They might be some of these weirdos.
Well, we're looking for those two guys. What are their names again?
Lars and no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where did I get that? Lars and like Jenkins, maybe?
Yeah. Xanthi will go over and knock. We're looking for Lars and Jenkins.
You don't hear a response.
Oh, no.
All
Okay.
right. I think we need to go in here.
Before we do that, that door's locked. Keep an eye on it. Let's check
Mhm.
these doors just to make sure we're not going to get someone behind us, which is kind of my main
It's probably a good idea.
worry. So if you want to check this one,
Dave,
Yep.
I'll stay here and keep an eye.
from what I remember on the road, how many guys did I see?
5 humans.
There might be one left. We killed 4.
Yeah,
took
there
out
might be.
4.
There might be more too. They might have had like a whole bunch of dudes out here. But let's check these doors to make sure we don't get someone coming up behind us.
I'll test this door that I'm standing next to.
Passing.
Yeah, that door to that room opens with no problem whatsoever. And as you look in, you can see what appears to be maybe a room that has some shelving, some supplies, perhaps stores, and but they're covered in webbing. It looks like this room doesn't get used very much. Do you step inside the room? You do see that there's a wall right here, kind of cutting the room almost in half. There's appears to be something behind that wall, but you're not sure what it is from where you are. You wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, I'll pop in and see if I can see what's behind the wall.
Okay. Yeah, you move into the room and you can see that this is definitely some sort of an old storeroom. Shelves all over that side area and crates and that sort of thing, possible supplies. There is in the south corner down in here a stairway that leads down into darkness.
Do I hear anything coming up from it, or does it appear quiet?
Roll perception check. That's a great question.
A 20 on perception.
It doesn't. You listen for a moment. You don't hear anything.
Okay. Does the door look sturdy enough to like barricade or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, you could. The door itself is operable. You could certainly barricade it with stuff that's inside this room or stuff that's outside the room. There's plenty of debris everywhere.
Yeah. Does it open both ways, or just does it open in?
It opens into the room.
Okay. So I would. I don't want to barricade it from the inside, keep them from getting in here with me. So I'm gonna just pop back out and be like, well, there's a staircase over here.
Going down?
Going down.
Let's take this broken table and put it over the staircase and then put some stuff on it.
As you step out of the room to talk to Desmond, you're chatting with him and you're kind of looking at him. You look at the doorway into the room. You see some sort of movement, and then suddenly, because God, this is an old school, beautiful adventure. You see this giant rodent come scurrying out. Immediately, Xanthi, you're like, long leathery tail, brown greenish fur.
Yeah, snake food.
You've seen that before. This is a giant rat. As it begins to race out of the room, you can hear her skittering and noises coming from inside. The minute that you left the room, they started to pour out of the walls and they are coming at you. Let's get some initiative, please.
Oh no.
Oh, brother.
Oh, shit. I rolled really good. 25 to 20.
Oh, brother.
Oh, yeah. 25 to 20? Anyone? Okay. 15 to 20?
19.
Oh, nice, Des. 10 to 15.
13.
13 as well.
All right, so 13 for Xanthi, 13 for Norb. And what about our friend Lachlan?
5.
Oh, buddy. So
You
cute.
know.
Little initiative
Not
for a little
expecting
guy.
rats.
Big heart, though. Big heart. All right, so
Round and round.
Desmond, you see this large, I mean, this thing is, these goddamn rats, seriously, are terrible. They're not medium sized, they're still small size, but they're pretty nasty. Let's get zoomed in here. Let's bring them down to size. There we go. All right. It is your turn, Desmond. What would you like to do?
Is that rat within 5 feet of my friend?
Not quite yet.
Okay. Well, I will move over. Yeah, I'm going to move over here. Attack
Okay.
the rat with my now crazy ass dagger.
Yeah.
That thing's so not good, man.
What are you talking about?
not great.
That was horrible. 10 to hit.
10 on a giant rat does not hit.
Yeah, that was a bad roll. I'm going to bonus action disengage.
See him swarm out of there.
I'm going to look over and see like 20 more coming out of the hole.
Pretty much.
Rats.
Norb,
That's
get away from
ridiculous.
there. And I'm going to disengage. Let's see, that'd be
This is terrible.
move back this way.
So for Dave's personal, like nightmare fuel, this is it. Like everything you guys have fought so far has been fine, but this part, no fucking way. Oh, god damn. All right. So Desmond runs.
And actually,
let's
I have movement beyond that, so I'm going to move back here to.
Close
Keep
the
going.
effing door.
I'm gonna
Close
move
the
back
door.
to Xanthi.
All right. So that brings us to the rats.
Why didn't you close the
Lots
door?
of rats. Whole lot of rats.
They come swarming out.
Should have closed the door. Rats can't open the door.
I mean,
I
it doesn't
mean, yeah,
lock
we're-
though, right?
They're rats. Who cares?
All right. So they are pouring out of this room. You can see moving through each other to get to locations and blah, blah, blah. We're going to have a couple of attacks at you, Norb, as they stream out. They are going to, of course, bite you. The first one, I rolled a natural 1. Second one that's next to you, I rolled a natural 20. That's crazy.
Oh,
So that's going to be a total of 8 piercing damage as this one bites into you right here. We'll call this one number 2. Number 1. Number 3 is going to take an attack on you as well. That does not
Okay.
hit. That's a 7.
Are they giant rats?
They are giant rats.
Okay.
Yep. And number 4 does not hit you. That is their turn. You know what? I'm going to say these guys move out of the room as well. They're moving through their buddies. All right. They are pouring out of the room. you could have shut the door, but you didn't. That brings us to who's next in the initiative order? There we go. Xanthi.
Oh God, you guys. What are we gonna do? She is bonus action going to convert her sorcery points into a spell slot. So she has that available when she needs it.
Burn these bastards.
And she is going to try to firebolt the closest rat to her.
All right. Take your pick.
Dirty 20
Okay.
for
Roll
4
some-
fire damage.
4 fire damage. All right. Okay, this rat here, number 8, is the one that you hit. It howls in pain but does not go down.
Okay. Then Xanthi is going to actually move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because I don't want to get backed into a locked door.
Yeah. Good call. All
Probably a
right.
good move.
Very, very cool. Norb, you're up with Lachlan on deck.
All
Whatever you
right.
do, move.
I am going to shut the door.
Not that they're
Just
all
in case there are more coming, and then disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to go there.
I love it. All right, Lachlan.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna 15-foot cube thunder wave.
Ooh, nice.
So I should
Which
be able
ones
to
do
get
you
these
want to
6.
hit? The
I
6
should be
in
able to
front of
get
you?
these 6 in front of me.
Yep. Actually, you could probably get 7 of them because it's a 15-foot cube,
Yeah, the
isn't it?
last one I should be
Yeah.
able to
Yep,
get.
you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
There's only the one out there that I'm not going to be able to get. So I'm going to drop that on them. You get to make a Constitution save for them, although I don't know if they would be considered unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect or automatically pushed 10 feet away by spell's effect. But in any
No,
case-
they're not
They're
objects.
creatures.
They're beasts. So,
So you should make con saves for them.
all right, go ahead and roll up the damage.
For 12 points.
So 12 if they fail.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So number 1, I rolled a 10. So that is a fail. What's the DC again? Sorry.
13.
Okay, thank you. All right, so number 1 fails. Number 2 fails. Just obliterated. Number 3 fails with a 10.
Just imagining rats
Number
just
4.
bursting as like
Yep.
into gore.
Oh, natural 20 for number 5, so he takes half damage.
Yeah.
All right, no, way to go, number 5. Number 6.
5 to stay alive.
16 takes 5 damage. Nope, sorry, 6 damage. And then number 7 rolled a natural 20. Holy shit. Thank you, Kyle, for these new dice. Woo! All right. So those 3 are fucking hurting big time. The rest of the rats you see are just plastered against that back wall of the keep. Just guts
Redecorated.
everywhere. It's like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Call me Jackson Pollock.
Yep. That was awesome. Nicely done. That brings us. Do you want to move or anything? We already moved a little bit, but you have more
Yeah, I
movement.
already took 2 steps, but that's okay. I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Desmond with the rats on deck.
All right, I'm going to move up.
I love these
Here.
old school modules. It's just like
I'm going to attack
Every
the one
turn,
straight
there's-
to my north.
Fucking rats.
I'm going to attack number 7.
All right. What I really like about this this adventure is that even like within the dungeon crawl stuff, the occupants make sense. Like it's not just like, oh, there just happens to be a giant in this room or a beholder or something. It's pretty cool that they put a lot of effort into that. All right, go ahead, Desmond. Fire
20 to
off.
hit.
Yeah, that hits. You don't need to roll damage. He had 1 hit point left
Okay,
as
yeah,
you
I
stab
smoked
it. Are you using your magic dagger again?
Yeah.
All right, so you stab in with your dagger, and you're kind of expecting like some sort of a effect,
Yeah.
but it just acted like it was a normal dagger, and it killed this thing. But nothing. You didn't get this flush of a weird feeling like you did before.
Interesting.
But that thing is definitely killed.
All right. I'm going to bonus action disengage now. 1, 2, 3,
In and out, guerrilla tactics. I love it.
6. All right.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right, these 2 rats are going to attack, and they're going to have advantage because they have something called pack tactics. So number 5, I think it is. That is going to be 17 to hit you. I don't think that hits you, does it? Lachlan.
17 does not.
Okay, and then the other one
I'm
is going
sorry, I don't want to lie to you. Let me check. No, 17 does not.
Yeah, I think your AC is 18. So both of them miss you with your high AC. This one goes up and attacks Norb as Norb's kind of backpedaling away from this thing. It follows you. And I have one more advantage. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it for the rat attack. Ooh, that is 22 to hit you, Norb. That is going to be 3 piercing damage as it bites into your ankle and you're like trying to shake it off. God damn fucking rats. And that brings us to Xanthi. Norb on deck.
All right. Xanthi is going
Rats.
to try to firebolt this rat in front of Lachlan. And
Little crispy rat treat.
15.
That hits. You don't need to roll damage. It had 1 hit point left. And you
Okay.
burn it into a crisp right in front of Lachlan.
Nice.
Anything else, Xanthi?
No. Little
All right.
rat briquette over there.
Yep. Nor with Lachlan on deck.
All right, I'm gonna do a magic trick and just stomp on this one that's right in front of me.
I like it. Unarmed attack.
15 to hit.
15 is going to hit, my friend.
For 5 damage.
Yeah, you just a big old stomp right on its skull as it's trying to take a second bite out of you, and you crush it, and it is killed. You want to do a bonus or movement or anything?
I will move to back up Lachlan.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token to wherever you want to be there, and then it's Lachlan's turn, incidentally.
Incidentally, I will take the hammer, flip it upside down, and just bring it down on this thing.
Okay.
You dare survive my god's lightning? You dare? Ooh, not bad. 13 plus my 6 will probably hit. 19 total. Did I hit 19?
Yeah, for sure.
I can't hear you, Dave.
Yeah, that
It
probably
hits.
hits the rat.
Right. My god's lightning won't do it. The stone of my people will. And he takes 9 points of damage.
Oh, yeah. You crush him, and he is gonzo. At this point, you look around, and there's no rats. The door is closed.
Can we stop finding fucking animals? Please.
Well, maybe we should stop trying to look in all of these rooms. They're just full of diseased animals. Well, I suppose I don't know they're diseased, but they're really gross.
Yeah, they're probably diseased. They haven't been...
We should check the one room that's locked. Don't you think?
The one where the people are behind it? Yeah, we
Yeah.
should check that one.
I mean, these guys might be waiting for us to rescue them. They could be
Or-
injured.
waiting to ambush us.
Well, we should expect them to come out fighting anyway, but maybe you should pick the lock.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
I kind of still feel like I'd rather clear these out, but if you guys insist, we can open the other door.
Well, I mean, do you think if there was another guy here, he would have heard the rat commotion? The thunder wave?
All right.
I don't know.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna go up to this door.
I'm gonna stand by you.
The door is locked. So if you
Alright.
want to try to pick the lock, give me a thieves tool check, please.
I'll give you guidance.
Oh, great. I don't know how to roll that actually.
It's you do
It's a dexterity-based
Dexterity.
check, and because you have thieves tool proficiency, you add your proficiency bonus.
It's not a sleight of hand or anything like that.
Nope.
no, it's
These
D20
tools.
plus your dex bonus plus your proficiency bonus plus a D4 in this case.
Oh yeah, plus a D4. Okay, I gotcha. Ooh, I'm glad. Not the best. I believe that's a 14.
14. Doesn't seem like it. You put your tools inside the, and you're kind of turning them and working on it. Oh, you feel it and it unlocks.
All right. I'll pull the lock off and then just
Don't
kind
stand
of
in front of the door when you open.
I'm just gonna slowly like just push the door open just like a crack.
Okay.
Put it away.
So you push the door open just a little bit and you look inside.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anything. You see you can tell there's a room, a rather large room. You push it open a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm gonna just give it a big shove and then immediately back up 10 feet.
Okay. So go ahead and place your token and I will reveal the space.
And then I'm gonna move back here.
Let me just count the guys that are in here.
Xanthi's just gonna yell,
9,
Rufus asked us to come and find
10.
his guards.
17, 18,
Throwing Rufus under the
19,
bus.
27,
Oh, you-
28, 29. You kick open the door and you find the room to be empty. It is a broad chamber. There are wall hangings that are battered and tattered, hanging from the wall. There are pallets where you can see bedrolls have been laid out. Oh, I don't know, about 8 of them. They are in various states of disarray. They are unmade. There is wreckage, just like everywhere else so far that you've been in this place. There's wreckage scattered about. And you can see that in the, or Desmond, well, you can't see because you're not in the room. So you don't, that's all you can tell at this point is that there's a big room with a bunch of like bedrolls laid out. Nothing happens. Nobody swarms in at you or like you're expecting like some sort of an attack and you don't get it.
All right. Might as well go check it out. I'll move into the room. Right here.
Follow.
As you enter the room, you can see it was a living place recently vacated. It is in shambles. It looks as though people were rifling through some of the goods. There is a hearth here on the northern wall that is still a little bit warm. There's some embers that are glowing inside of it. You can see that on the southeast corner, there is a broken, shattered wall. And it looks as though someone has moved enough of the stones away in the far corner to allow for egress. And that's all you can guess, is that maybe the people whose voices you heard in here ditched out through that opening in the wall. You're not sure. There is actually a ceiling over the top of this chamber, whereas the other chambers didn't have one. But the only thing that you can see or ascertain or guess or theorize is that maybe they ran out or like scampered or scurried out through this debris field that leads into the moat outside.
All right.
Let's do a quick search of the room.
Why do you think they would lock a door that has a big hole in the room?
They probably just locked it when they heard us coming.
I think
so that we wouldn't get to them.
They just made that hole to get out just now. But why would they lock in their friends?
I don't think they were. They were locking us out.
Who? The lock was on the outside.
No, the lock is on both sides.
Goes through the door.
It was like in the door?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like a big padlock or something. It was part of the door itself. Sorry if I didn't clarify that. Yeah. So they presumably what you would know is that they had locked the door from the other side when they heard their friends getting killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't want to die.
Let's do a quick search of the area of the room.
Yeah.
And
find whatever animal lives here.
We didn't actually look at any of those corpses either.
Yeah, we'll go.
Things.
We can go back and do that too. So someone wants to do that while we check out the room. If two of you want to go
going by myself.
No, that's what I'm saying. If two of you want to go.
Every time I go into a room, something attacks us.
Because if you see animals, close the door.
We'll run.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to switch over to Theater of the Mind here. So don't really worry too much about the map if you want to reference different locations, but don't worry too much about where your token is necessarily. All right, so let's start with Xanthi and Desmond. You are heading to investigate the corpses. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go through the corpses. You find various weapons. Standard sort of bandit weapons, some short swords. There's two heavy crossbows that those two guys in the hallway that were firing at you have. So there's that. They probably each have a dagger on them. Nothing super special, but they've got some weaponry, right? And there's still the one that you have restrained down in the snake room, as we've been calling it. The others are not alive anymore, but you do find on them some coin. So go ahead and give me 3d8. Xanthi, why don't you do the rolling? Give me 3d8.
Uh, 14.
So in total, you find assorted coin that amounts to about 14, we'll call it 14 gold pieces, but it's varied. You can call it gold pieces in your inventory, but it's silver, it's copper, etc. Okay. Give me an investigation check, Desmond.
I was muted. 18.
Ooh, nice. So you find on one of them a small, pale, yellow, brownish gemstone. It looks rough cut, so it's not polished down to a nice shape. It hasn't been cut in any way by a jeweler or a gemsmith, but you right away, you're like, this is valuable.
I'll take that.
But that's it. It's just coin, this gem, and then random sort of weaponry that you could take if you'd like. There's two heavy crossbows, some short swords, some daggers, etc.
I'm gonna round up some crossbow bolts and kind of restock myself.
Yeah, you can find between those two, you can find, a dozen good bolts. Meanwhile, Lachlan, You are up in the main chamber that you broke into.
Mm-hmm.
And you are searching about in that room. Give me an investigation check if you would, please.
Shall.
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Just in case you're just joining us, we do have a giveaway going, ! Drawing to get in on it. We're giving away the Cloud Caves.
I got a natural 19 with my skill. That'll be 21.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll.
That's a really good roll. So as you're sort of poking about the various belongings, nothing super interesting, but under the rubble, right to the north of where you're standing on the map, it doesn't really matter because we're in Theater of the Mind, but you do find a small chest hidden in the rubble. Most of the rubble is broken wood and clothing that's torn and maybe rotten and moth-eaten, but this chest looks like it's been well cared for. And you can see it. It's a smaller chest.
All right, I'm gonna try to pull it out. I'm not gonna try to open it, but I'm gonna try to pull it out of the rubble so that we have it on hand.
Okay. Yeah, you drag it out.
Yeah,
Not a problem.
Wait till we can get Desmond to check it out.
All right, and Norb, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go down this hallway and, just if doors are already unlocked, maybe give them a little push.
Okay. So
Gonna aggro whatever else is left in this building.
there is a
Fucking
door here.
camels.
There's a door here. There's a door here, and there's a door here. Which one would you like to open? And
I will start.
There's a double set of doors right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid the double doors to start out.
That's the big door right there.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna push. I'm gonna, I'll just start. I'll peek through this door.
Okay.
Right there.
Yep. So you go to open the door, and you're gonna be pretty stealthy. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
A 12. I feel really good about that.
Yeah, you push the door open a little bit, and you peek inside, and you can see this large room. And the first thing, it's like you're taken back, almost kind of freaked out as you look on the far wall, and there are these sort of rotting, dilapidated trophies of some what look to be large beasts that were probably killed decades ago and hung on the wall in this room as a trophy of the hunting prowess of the owner of the keep, etc., blah, blah, blah. But they're all kind of like falling apart, and the pelts are kind of rotting and moth-eaten and falling kind of off the wall. Just a few mangy pelts as you look inside, and a bunch of debris. There's a lot of spider webbing in this room as you peek inside.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and shut that.
Okay. You shut the door, leaving it to its own. Do you look at any of the other doors?
Yep.
Okay, which one do you want to do next? Okay.
We'll just go down the line.
Yep. All right, so you open this room, and it's a tiny chamber, much more Spartan looking than the former chambers. You've seen some really opulent, although degraded, broken, rotten, waterlogged furniture, but fairly nice. I mean, even your background, you'd have some knowledge of like nice stuff. This is a little bit more Spartan. There's nothing hanging on the walls. Maybe it was a servant's chamber. There's a bed that's broken, barely even recognizable. And then there's just rubble from the ceiling that has fallen in and covered up things.
I'm going to go ahead and shut that door.
Okay.
And I'm going to back up and hit the door across the hall.
All right. So this room is, without a doubt, as you open the door and look inside, it is what remains of a kitchen. There's a hearth. There is a rotted table that has broken porcelain and clay dishes on it, bottles broken. There's this sort of sour smell to the room. Cobwebs covering a cabinet that has been bashed in to the sort of the north part of this room. The there is a wooden cask in the room that is intact, but everything else seems to be relatively broken. Some of it covered in mold.
All right, yeah, 3 for 3. I'm gonna shut that door.
Okay.
And then I'm not gonna open the big double doors yet. I'm just gonna pop back to the door that the rats came out of. Make sure it's still securely shut. And then just wait for everyone else.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely secure for the moment. So, my friends, you reconvene, kind of updating everybody on the spoils that you've recovered from the fallen bandits, and you've got Lachlan standing in the middle of the room, looking down, gesturing down at this chest as you return to that main chamber with all the beds in it.
Oi, Des. You want to give this thing a little bit of the old Des magic?
Sure.
Make sure it's not trapped.
We shouldn't forget about that guy we just tied up back there. We could probably
he's
ask him.
fine.
We could ask him some questions.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go back to do that.
All right, I'll check out the chest.
Okay.
Does it look locked?
What are you looking for? It does look locked. This one has a padlock on it.
All right, I'll try to pick the lock.
Okay. Give me a thieves' tools like you did before.
That's only a 10.
Ooh, yeah, it doesn't quite open.
Son of a bitch. All right.
You've
might need
seen
to try
locks
this.
like these before. Like, you're kind of frustrated.
All right, it didn't really work, but I'll try it again.
This time, try it with advantage. You're like, okay, I think I can fucking get this.
I'll give him guidance also.
It's almost embarrassing, Des. You got a little bit of sweat rolling down your temple. You're like, fuck, I should be able to do this.
Don't embarrass me in front of the guys.
It's
Okay,
because
that's
we're
much better.
watching, isn't it?
Yeah.
Totally
Just don't-
performance
Just don't
anxiety.
watch. I'm getting performance anxiety.
Okay, I'll turn around. I'm not looking.
That's much better. Oh, I got to roll my D4. It's 17 plus 19 total.
Oh, yeah, the lock pops open. You're like, hell yeah. Now, let me just
Finally.
clarify. You did not check for traps, right?
No.
As the thing pops open, you're like, maybe I should have checked for traps. Like Xanthi suggested.
It did cross my mind.
Yeah, well, Xanthi was like, check for traps. And you're like, I got to get this thing open.
Didn't hear that. Sorry.
The lock opens, and as you pull the lock off of the hasp, it opens up, and you can see that the chest itself sort of like pops open a little bit. It doesn't open all the way, but it kind of like pops open as if maybe something was pushing it from the inside.
Oh, shit. Can I jump away from it real quick?
Tuck and roll.
Sure. You can jump.
I'm just gonna bounce away from it real quick.
You
It's
guys
moving
watch
funny.
as Desmond just kind of like drops and like rolls backwards and pops up on his feet about 10 feet away.
And me standing there going,
It did something weird.
what
Oh.
did the chest?
Yeah.
What did it do? Did it talk to you?
No, it just. All right.
Hold on. Take my great axe from off my back and then sort of at arm's length, just kind of tip open
The lid.
the lid. Yeah.
Yeah, you push the lid up and it opens up with your pressure on it, and it opens and nothing happens. You can now see that it is open. You can look and you can see from your position that there's a bunch of stuff in it.
Oh, I thought there was a trap in there.
Hold on. Put the axe under it and then tip it over.
You tip it over. Oh, all right. Lachlan, give me a D100 roll real quick.
D100.
I love how
That's
suspicious
never
you
good.
guys are.
That's fucking never good.
This is so great.
It's for random
This is
loot, I'm
all
sure.
I've ever wanted.
Is this a mimic? Is this a fucking mimic
what
game?
I
type of
think he's
mimic do we
just,
get?
he's just making us
I would
roll
never.
for
I would never
stuff.
do that. I would never
It's
do
a
that.
fucking mimic, aren't you? All right. So 87.
87. Okay, so as you flip it up, I was actually rolling to see if something broke and having you roll to see if something broke. As you tip it up, there is this a crystal flagon that kind of comes down and hits the stone a little bit and shatters.
Oh, shit.
You didn't really get a good look at it, but it was a large flagon. That's the only thing that breaks. A couple other things fall out of it, including what appear to be 2 goblets of similar design and make. They are also crystal.
Oh, it was a set.
It was a set. There's an inlaid wooden box that kind of slides out onto the ground. And then there is a bundle that is wrapped up in like a silk, I don't know, not a blanket, but a silk tapestry of some kind that just barely fits inside this small chest and did not come out of the chest.
Man, that better not be a baby.
Okay.
What's a mummy now?
Seeing all the precious items pour out of the
Mummy.
thing, Des will just go up and start investigating.
All right, so in total there are 4 goblets. There were 2 inside the chest that you didn't. Hey, thanks for the follow, Surveillance 15. Ooh, that's a cool
Surveillance.
one. Yeah, that's really cool. Welcome in, you guys. We're giving away some loot! ! Drawing to win. You know how we do. All right, so there's 4 goblets. You can see that they match the broken crystal on the ground. So it was definitely a set. It looks to be valuable. There's an inlaid
What's less valuable now?
wooden box with ivory handles and some sort of filigree decorations on it that looks to be relatively valuable. And then there's this bundle that's in this purple silk, I don't know, tapestry of some sort of cloth.
I'll pull the bundle out and kind of start opening it up on the ground.
Yeah,
next to
you
the box.
carefully open the bundle and unravel it, and there are 4 beautiful arrows with purple fletching. They look to be of possibly elven make.
Nice.
These look nice.
Too bad no one uses a bow.
I'm going to check out the box. Does it have any kind of lock on it?
No lock. You can easily open it up. There's nothing inside of it, but it's got like a silk sort of like container inside where you could put something of great value. It's kind of like the size of I would say like a cigar box. Looks to be valuable.
Okay.
And that's it.
Someone making note of all this.
Yeah. I'm going to put the things back in the chest so we can just like carry the chest around.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
check. The flagon that broke, there was no liquid in it, or was there liquid in it?
No liquid.
I'm
Well-
pretty sure that wasn't magic, right? Otherwise I'd want to just shattered like that, right?
Yeah, that was probably
Is that
just.
a thing that magic things don't break?
That's what I've heard.
Oh,
I don't know.
I've never heard that.
I've read a lot of books.
Let's.
There's still a big room to check out, right?
Yeah, there's a room that Norb didn't go in.
Or
Well,
we
we
could,
better look in it because we still haven't found our guys.
And what about the basement?
Yeah, we'll get to the basement.
I don't think anybody's living in there if it's full of rats.
maybe before we go in the basement, we'll ask that survivor a few questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
you
smart.
Let's clear out the other rooms to make sure that there's nothing behind it. Then we'll go and question the dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we fully search any of these rooms that I just peeked into?
Yeah, you fill them in on what you saw in those 3 rooms.
One of them had a bunch of animals. One was like a really crappy bedroom, and the other one may or may not have been a kitchen.
Well, I don't
Or
know. I
something.
mean, I'm pretty sure if there was much of value these guys that were in here for a while would have probably gotten it, but we can take a look for sure. Let's let's do that. Let's just check them. There's 3 of them, so let's split up and check them out.
Okay, so go ahead and place yourselves into the rooms that you're going to investigate for me.
I'm not going in the one with the spider web, so there's Anthony can do that one.
I'll check out the hunting trophy room.
You're the one who's immune to poison. Why won't you go into the spider room?
I'm immune to poison. I'm not immune to just keep watch.
I'm scared of spiders.
All right, so Desmond, you go into the trophy room, and what are you doing once you enter? And you see these rough-looking mounts on the wall. They look terrible. There are 2 bearskin rugs on the ground that look like they've been there forever, and it looks like if you step on them, they'll just sort of disintegrate. They're in just terrible shape.
Yeah, just kind of poke around a little bit with like my short sword, just checking to see if there's anything of value in there.
Okay, yeah, you do so. I'm not going to have you roll. There's nothing of value in this room. You look around, right. There's nothing that you could see would be salvageable. You do get the sense, and you're not, I don't know how much of a hunter Desmond is, but the animals that are on the wall, there's a wolf, there's some sort of a large elk, there's a bear, and there's some sort of like a large, almost like a musk oxen type animal. They are impressive, not to mention the bears, the larger of the 2 bear skins that are on the floor. At one point they were probably quite impressive, but in their current state, they look terrible. And then Lachlan, you are going into that small kind of servants' quarters, and give me a investigation check as you enter into the room and start to look around.
I'll give myself a guidance. Ooh, 18 plus, man, wow, 18 plus 4. I rolled like a mofo. Plus
22?
2, so 24.
24. Wow. Yeah, you look around and there's not much in here. As I mentioned before, it was very Spartan. However, on the wall as you walk in, so on the map, it would be to the right wall. You don't see it on the map itself, but there is a wall crescent, and there is a torch stub in it. It hasn't been burned for a long time. It looks old and worn, but there's a little glint that you see, and the torch stub is stuffed inside of, I guess you'd call it like a silver baton. It's a silver utensil to hold a torch inside of a sconce, and that looks like it could potentially be rather valuable, but nothing else in here looks valuable.
Des?
Yeah? What is it?
What do you think about this here? You think we should bother trying to take that out?
I mean, these guys didn't have much gold on them. Does it look like I could take it off easily?
Yeah.
It's like built into the sconce or something? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the crescent, but you could sort of pry it out of there if you want. It wouldn't be hard to do.
Looks like silver.
Mm-hmm.
I say we take it.
Well, why not?
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
Who's grabbing it?
Des will go up and grab it.
All right. Yeah, you pull it and you pull it out, and it's a nice looking piece of silver. Like you could get some money for it as scrap silver. It looks decent. Yeah. You feel pretty good about it.
Xanthi's kind of like out listening and kind of like making sure nobody gets into trouble.
Night
does
or
that
two at the inn.
look
right here.
nice enough with what they're wrestling with that it could be magic?
I mean, anything could be magic, right? I don't know.
Well, like magic things tend to have to be a nice enough quality of an item to be magic.
I mean, I would say your instinct. Obviously, I think your instinct as a player is that it might be magic. So I'm going to go with that. You think that it's possible that it could be magic?
Maybe we'll just check it all later.
I'll look at it later.
Yeah.
All right. And then Norb, you enter into the kitchen. Again, it's in disarray. There's shattered dishware, cookery, utensils that are rusted and old. There's broken bottles. There's a cold hearth on the northern wall right here. And there is this cabinetry here. And then over in the corner is a, what was it? A wooden cask. And the wooden cask is the only thing that appears to be roughly intact.
I'll check out the wooden cask. I'll look underneath, anything, kick around some of the broken plates, see if there's anything mixed in with all of it, but just do a cursory glance at the whole room.
All right. So as you move over to the cask, which is over in this corner, the others are in the hall talking amongst themselves about this piece of silver. And give me a perception check, Norb.
I got a 17.
You're looking at the cask. You shake it a little bit. There's something inside of it. What you don't notice, because I rolled higher than you, and I'm so sorry about this, Christian, you might want to cover your eyes and your ears. It's not a spider.
It's totally a spider.
It's similar in nature. This, my friends, is what you would call a giant tick that descends from the ceiling and is going to attempt. I know it is worse. It's way fucking worse. It's going to.
Is it TikTok?
In my opinion,
it is tick-tocking its way down to Norb. And that, my friends, is where we're going to end tonight's session. When we come back, Norb, this thing is going to get a surprise attack on you. And I'm just going to say these things are nasty. Real nasty. My friends, one thing that's not nasty are you. Thank you so much for playing tonight and getting in on this cool adventure in the Moathouse. This is a classic location in Dungeons and Dragons history. Gary Gygax himself worked on this, and it's super fun to play it. I've never played in it or ran it before, so this is super fun to explore it with you. And you have not disappointed because you've pretty much gone into every single room and encountered everything, which is just a wonderful thing. Yeah, exactly.
We go everywhere and do all the things.
Thanks to Gary Gygax and Frank Menser for putting this one together. This is a fun adventure. So before we dip out here, let's go around the table. Give us an intro. Tell us who you are. Tell us what you have going on here in Guild Superior World or elsewhere. Whatever you've got going on you want to promote. Let's start with Bleak Season. You got some stuff going on around here.
I have some stuff going on around here. My name is Bleak Season. I'm at the Bleak Season on Twitter. I will be back in action here on Thursday doing Shade Song with DM Dave in there. My little homebrew world using Dragonbane rules from Free League. And I will be back after that on Sunday doing Vaesen, the third part of our Vaesen campaign, which ended on a hell of a cliffhanger last Sunday. So I look forward to seeing how that resolves. And yeah, otherwise hanging out, playing games, having fun. Thank you so much for joining us and hanging out.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Christian. Looking forward to this week's Shade Song. It's going to be very fun. We are in Valhalla fighting some really badass creatures. So excited. Let's jump over to Ashley.
Hey, everybody. I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse 99 on Twitter. And I've just got currently this game and the finale of New Varden, which is not tomorrow. It's going to be moved out, I believe, to the 8th. And, I've got stuff in the works. You'll see me doing some other stuff in the next couple months.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashley. Let's jump over to Kirk.
What's that? Kirk, I'm here on Tuesdays. But you'll only find me here.
That's right. We got Kirk
Yep.
exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk and
Exclusive.
Kurt,
And Kirk,
That's right.
the brothers.
and the bearded twin that occasionally shows up.
Yeah, exactly. His arch enemy and nemesis. Let's jump over to Andy.
Hey everybody, my name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on Twitch and in our Discord server, where you will find me most of the time when I'm not playing here on this game. I'm not playing in any other games right now, but you know, you never know what'll happen. But come visit us on our Discord.
Hell yeah.
Check it out. We have fun.
Andy is the producer on our Shade Song game on Thursday, so
That's
you'll see
right.
him behind the scenes kicking some
Moving
serious
the maps around.
butt.
doing some stuffs.
Pushing the buttons.
You guys know me. My name's Dave, DM Dave, Dungeon Dave, Uncle Dave, and other things that Christian likes to call me to embarrass me. I play games, produce games, and run games here on Guild Superior, and I love every minute of it. It's been just a blast to get into these games with my friends. We're going to go ahead and raid into our friends at Hero Club in just a minute, but before we do that, we're going to give away some content from our friends at CZ RPG Publishing. This is the Cloud Caves, which Ashley and I and a bunch of other folks here at the Guild played as a playtest game before it was published. That was super fun, and we were able to give Christian and his team at CZRPG some feedback on that. If you are interested in helping to support third-party creators like Christian, go check out their Patreon, and you can help them out with some monthly funds to keep doing what they're doing. I am a patron, and I love what they do over there. The giveaway is pretty simple, ! drawing. Kirk will show you how to do it. It's very, very simple to get in on this. And I encourage everyone to get in and try to win, because we're going to go ahead and give this away. Ashley, would you do us a solid and give us the 5-second countdown for this one?
Will do.
Hardman. Oh, whoops, sorry. That was early.
Too
It's
early,
possible.
premature.
See,
It's quite possible.
We'll see if his hacker
Hey,
army
Vamp. What's up, Vamp?
made it happen again.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Hey, it's Kataka 1.
Nice.
I don't know if I
New
said that or
user.
not, but
Congrats.
hey,
Hey.
you're brand new to the Guild crew. Welcome in. You have won some loot. I will send you a message using the Twitch here to get you the download for that. Thank you so much for being part of that.
Yeah.
We're gonna raid in to our pals at the Hero Club. Thank you all for being here with us. We will be taking the night off tomorrow on Nhyre. As Ashley said, we'll be back on the 8th. And we will be here on Thursday to play Shade Song, back on Sunday for more Vaesen, and then we'll be back on Monday for Monday Night Mayhem. All of this stuff is going on, and it's fantastic. Check it out. A lot of VOD stuff to look at. We really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.